Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, as you very well know, and you also know somebody else probably. It's kind of like the Hollywood squares here. There's no center square, but Jerry is joining, aka Barnacules Nerdgasm. Everyone should be able to hear you, Jerry.
Awesome. Audio check.
Sweet.
You guys can verify that in chat.
I can hear you, so if I can hear you, theoretically they can as well. Welcome everybody, one and all, we haven't done a video stream together since earlier this year. That was the last time.
Yeah. And before that, it was even a longer run.
I know,
so
dude.
Like this is craziness.
Yeah, and we're getting together for a good reason tonight. Although Jerry, admittedly, I'm trying to work in more guests and friends into my stream, like on a regular basis. So we should probably, I would consider bringing you on a more frequent basis, because people ask all the time, like, do you still talk to each other? Are you still friends? I'm like, yeah.
We hate each other and want to kill each other, obviously, because we, that's how the internet works.
I know, like if you don't like mention them in a month, like do you hate them? Like, no.
Yeah, it's like send out the private investigators, right? Like people get really worried when their favorite creators like don't talk publicly for some reason.
Oh my god. Yeah. So either way, I'm making this invite open in public, saying, yeah, let's do this probably more frequently. It doesn't have to be like incredibly frequent, right? I know you're a busy guy, but like frequently enough. It's an open invite to geek out more often.
You can crash my stream anytime you want to, It's like, I like having friends to talk to and things like that. It's kind of nice.
Well, I chat. Sometimes I'll lurk. Sometimes I don't, because I have nothing to add. I'm like, he's just kind of going and I'm just listening. But yeah.
Well, I have nothing to add to it. I still managed to make 4 hours out of it.
Yeah, but you go from one thing to, I love it. It's a variety. Twitch in many ways, like your stream, has replaced, a lot of, where I normally get sucked into TV and watching like the news. I just as soon listen to someone like you, Jerry. So you're doing a great job.
Well, I'm about as accurate as the news these days. So
well, I wouldn't go that far. But let's go ahead and try to set context here. So thank you everybody for joining. I believe I met I guess he's our virtual guest of honor, Gimpy on Twitch, and you'll see the link getting spammed in chat frequently, because the reason we're doing this is because Gimpy, aka Gimpy G here on Twitch, while he was doing a broadcast recently, in the middle of the broadcast, his house caught fire. Now, the thing about Gimpy G is that he's been a paraplegic since birth, so he's very, very blessed, very lucky that someone was able to help him out of that situation. That was caught on a VOD, and he pulled through, but he's got some costs that he's got to recoup, including tech and equipment and housing and all sorts of everything. And Jerry, I think you've known him a lot longer than he's been on my radar, so maybe you'd be able to better set the stage and kind of explain, the background behind why we're doing this tonight.
Yeah, so Gimpygod is he's named. I just call him the Gimp. But I've known him for not a crazy amount of time, but I actually met him through David Hewlett. And if you don't know who that is, that's a actor. You can go look him up on IMDb. He was Dr. Rodney McKay on Stargate Atlantis, if you're a Stargate fan. And he's done a million other things. Most recently, he was on Clarice, which was a pretty popular show. He introduced me to Gimpy G because he was helping him get a hold of accessibility controllers and things like that. And he was even jumping into the arena with him, and he made me aware of him. He's like, hey, this dude is like trying to live stream. He's trying to game. He's like, he's figuring out how to do all this stuff. And he got me interested. And I had talked to him, and I was like, wow, this guy's funny. This guy is properly funny. He has a great sense of humor. He's not really touchy on anything. He's just got an amazing personality for somebody in his situation. Like, he just rolls with the punches. And I thought it was amazing that, with David's help and doing some things, he was able to get a really nice computer set up. He was able to start live streaming. I believe he was on the 6th stream this last week when this tragic event happened. And in the middle of his live stream, after they already did a round of fundraising, they got him a good computer. It had an amazing graphics card specs. They got all the hardware and everything so he could actually stream and play games. And during his 6th stream, his house burned down. like literally, like burned down. Both of it took out both of his cars too, his accessibility vehicles that he needs to load his special wheelchair, which was also destroyed. So he basically lost everything, and the VOD is up. You can literally, like, this to people that are like, oh, this is some kind of joke. No, this happened live while he was streaming, and the stream was taken out by the power basically getting burned and shutting the stream down. Like, it was just dead air as the house filled with smoke. And then, you know, he of course posts the pictures. If you want to go look at his Twitter, he has pictures up there of everything. It's a total loss, 100% loss. Computer, nothing was recoverable. He lost everything, including the things he needs to survive, like the things that his parents and his friends use to take care of him. Because you can imagine being a quadriplegic. It's not like you can get up in the morning and take care, you know, go jump in the shower and go have yourself a meal. It's like everything in life requires some kind of help, and they don't have the things to make that possible. So this is when, I mean, I literally was crying, Chris. Like when I saw that picture pop up of his two cars in his driveway, I lost it. I broke down, because he's such a nice guy, and he pushes really hard. Like, he could be one of those people where it's like he just leans really hard on his disability. Oh, woe is life, what a world. But he's not. He like wants to do stuff. He wants to entertain people. He's funny. And I was like, that really latched onto me like it latched onto David. And I was like, dude, we got to help this dude. We have to help him out, right? You can't help everybody, obviously, but this is one of those cases where it's like, you know, me, you, and a lot of other people that are jumping on board, we're all in a unique position to help him get this stuff back, so that he doesn't have to look at this as an event that ruined his life. You know what I mean?
Well, and
like, let's undo this.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, not to drive that point home, but, you know, I think if people weren't aware of him before, they certainly are now. And this is, thank you, everybody. By the way, thank you for the raid. Loyal came in with the raid. Sithler Brick came in with the raid. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the cheers, the hype train, the gifted subs. Appreciated. Very, very appreciated. This is what the plan is for this evening. We've got some opportunities for everybody here. But the big reason we're doing this, pretty much the only reason we're doing this, is specifically to raise the profile and the amount on his GoFundMe. So that's the QR code. You can scan the QR code you should see in the stream. You can also check out the link that's getting spammed in chat. That's the link. So that's the link to go and to donate to what he's labeled as Quad Squad. And so
he's got a great sense of humor.
I know, dude. It's like, oh my god. But I love it. I love it. So he's currently at 13,110. We're gonna keep an eye on that number. Go and donate, and maybe like in the comment you can say watching Chris and Jerry, or you know, something like that, because we have no way of effectively tracking, right? But that it's not, I don't care how much we raise. I just want to raise his profile. I want to raise what he's able to bring in, specifically, not just tonight, but potentially beyond. Every $500 that's raised on Quad Squad, on this GoFundMe, that will trigger a new giveaway. So every $500, we're currently at 13,110. So let's say at 13,500, and they, right? I'm just saying, at 13,500, the first giveaway happens. That first giveaway is going to be a $100 gift card for Printed Solid. We've got 4 $100 gift cards for printedsolid.com to give away at every $500 increment. Donations given to Quad Squad. Let's drive that up. And then, you know, in the course of the stream, apparently, Jerry, can you tell me what's the big one? This came as a surprise to me when you told me.
Yeah, this actually, I was approached by an employee of Prusa, and they said that they'd like to put up a Prusa Mini 3D printer to be given away at some point during the stream. We're not going to tell you when, but at some point during the stream, we're going to pick somebody out of chat. All you have to do is be in chat. You don't have to, if you don't contribute, doesn't matter. If you are in chat when we do this, you are eligible to get this. And I don't care if you live in like Nairobi, he's going to find a way to get this to you. Joseph Prusa is a man of his word. I've known him for a long time. He's a good friend. That printer, if he has to airdrop that damn thing from a Cessna, he'll make it happen. So hang out and chat, and it's a fantastic printer. I mean, Chris can attest to that. The Prusa Mini,
yeah, I'm using it now.
Absolutely, yeah, it's fantastic. It's a workhorse. If you want to get into 3D printing, that is exactly the type of 3D printer that you want to start out with, for sure.
So you got some we've got some stretch goals. Let's move that needle north. D Randolph 1976 is here in chat as well. I think it's a great way to meet those the stretch goals as this evening wears on. So there's potentially, because y'all got to help make those stretch goals, potentially $400 worth of printedsolid.com gift cards. And I know with the loyal raid and the Jerry's community and my community, there are a lot of 3D printer people out there. So I know that's exciting. And if you're not a 3D printer person, you could be, because one of you...
You will be.
Yeah, is going to get a Prusa Mini. Now, the printed solid gift cards at those stretch goals of the $500 increments on the GoFundMe page, those are just U.S. and Canada, because that's where printed solid goes to. But as Jerry said, Joseph will be sending the Prusa Mini Plus, which is the one I'm using here, but not this one, to anybody anywhere in the world. So it's a fantastic giveaway.
Anyways, you want a brand new one. You don't want the one Chris has touched, because I guarantee you.
Well,
you don't want that.
Well, I've been told that you don't want the you got to be careful about getting used 3D printing equipment, because you don't know what it has been through, right? You don't know what modifications have been made.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little background on the Prusa, just as a whole, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So Prusa's been through 3 generations of printers. They've done some really cool experimental stuff with color changing and running multiple colors through a single print head. They've done some really, really cool projects, but the cool thing about the Prusa printers that I like that's kind of unique is that the printers make the printers. At Prusa, they have a print farm of their current generation printers printing the parts for the current and the next generation 3D printers. So they've effectively created like Skynet for 3D printing. And I think that's cool. They didn't decide to just do like injection, all injection molded plastic, though they do some of that now so that they can bring the prices down and get like the Prusa Mini out. But they produce a lot of the parts, not just the prototyping, but the shipping parts are printed on the printer itself, which if that doesn't show like the quality of your own product, nothing ever will, So I think that it's amazing that they not only design the printers, but print the printers with themselves. But that also means that you can print replacement parts for your printer, which is a really big deal. If you get into 3D printing, especially if you're printing a lot, you can change out gears, you can change out connections between parts, you can change out wire harnesses, and things can be upgraded on the printer that you can literally print out on the printer to get that upgrade. So I really like their model. I love that they do that. I like that they stepped away from the whole, let's just build like, an injection molded 3D printer, soup to nuts, that if it breaks, throw it in the garbage, get another one. I like the fact that it's something that not only can you build on top of, but they encourage it. They absolutely encourage it. So Joseph Prusa, great guy. I've known him forever. And I'm so thankful that he put up this printer for y'all. He's basically like the Oprah of 3D printing lately. So
it's seemingly...
and you get a printer. Yeah. It's good stuff though. I wouldn't stand behind it if it wasn't. You guys know I'm pretty honest when it comes to 3D printers in my reviews in the past. Yeah. I set one on fire with a freaking flamethrower.
So intentionally.
Yeah, intentionally. Literally took it out in my backyard and hit it with a flamethrower.
Wow. By the way, it looks like Tripod's Garage said that they just donated. It may take a while I don't know how frequently GoFundMe updates, but thank you, and we'll be looking for that to populate on the donation the GoFundMe page. So I tuned in. I think it was yesterday. I was hearing about your harrowing tale on your birthday.
Oh God, you gonna bring that up? Oh,
sorry,
no.
Dude. But here's the thing. I don't feel as bad when I run into just simple problems and simple solutions to simple problems, because I feel like, the more complex things get, the easier the solution actually is.
It does more often than not turn out to be that way, and it's really easy to just fly past the first 3 easy things to test and just go into the hard stuff. And honestly, that's something that when I worked at Microsoft for 15 years as a software developer, I had to like beat out of myself. Like I was literally the guy in the room, like hit myself with like the whip. Stop, Jerry, don't do that. Don't think that way. And get me to stop, because I would do that. I'd jump over the simple things and try to reinvent the wheel and try to find complex solutions. And people would be like, dude, just go in there and just like change one line of code. Just change this one tiny little thing. It might not be the absolute perfect right way to do it, but it'll get it working now, and it won't create any more unpredictable stuff. Unfortunately, being gone away from the company for 7 or 8 years, I forgot that rule, and flew right by it. So long story short, or actually, I'll say short story a little bit longer than normal. My computer stopped working right before my birthday live stream. The very first thing I did on my birthday, woke up, got everything set up to do Tech Talk here on YouTube, which is a stream that I do with Auxiliary.
Here on where? Wait, where are we? Are we on YouTube right now?
Oh, sorry. No, I'm on YouTube. You're on Twitch. Okay, so just so people don't get confused, I'm on Twitch 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Saturday, I'm on YouTube live streaming. And the reason I do that is because Tech Talk stays on YouTube, and on Twitch, I'm a little bit crazy. So just fair warning. Like, yeah, if you come to my stream, it's a little bit like out there. I do this stream on YouTube on Saturday with David Hewlett, the guy I told you about earlier, and Auxiliary, who's a builder for Puget Systems, actually. So, and I think he does like some PR stuff and stuff like that. He's climbed up quite a bit. But I contacted him while I'm like triaging this because the computer just stops working right before I do the live stream. And I'm like, oh no. Fast forward 45 minutes. I'm sweating through my shirt. I've got my whole computer on the desk torn apart. I've got David Hewlett on my laptop screen watching me, and they're laughing. And I'm showing them the plumber's crack, not intentionally, just because I'm running around furiously trying to get this thing working. Finally, I decided to just bag it and go to the laptop so that we can get the stream done. After the stream was done, I go back and start working on the computer again. I tore this entire computer apart. I'm talking, I took the memory out. I took all the expansion cards out, took the power supply out, took the storage out of it. The only thing that was left in the chassis was basically a motherboard, a CPU, and the CD-ROM. And, or I should say DVD. People are like, what's a CD? I mean, we're old, Chris. So I put the computer back together. I cannot get it to stop doing this 5 beeps and nothing posts on video. I even tried checking the cable on the monitor. I tried checking the cable on the back of the computer. Nothing. Could not get this thing to post, but we did narrow it down to the error meaning that VGA could not find a console output device, which is something I've never heard of. Like every computer I've ever owned could boot without a monitor attached to it, but I have the one motherboard that does it. It'll boot, but it'll give an error code of these 5 beeps. But I cannot get video, and I'm going crazy. I have graphics cards, multiple graphics cards on my desk. I'm swapping them in and out, trying to get this thing to work. I'm even powering them with another power supply. I have 2 power supplies connected to my computer, 1 power in the motherboard, 1 power in the GPUs, nothing. So after all that work in 2 days, I threw my entire birthday away that I could have been spending with my family and everything, just cranking on this thing, trying to get it working because it's my life's blood. And the next day I get a message from Puget Systems. They're like, hey, we talked to our technicians. They said, hey, you really need to check that display cable. And I'm like, guys, this is a display cable I've used forever. It's the same monitor I've used forever. Like this was just working and it stopped working. So I humor them. I go upstairs and I check the cable on the monitor. It's connected. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll change the cable then. So I start pulling the cable out from the desk and I have an end in my hand. And I'm like, wait, I don't remember unplugging that from the computer. So I go over to the computer and there's still a cable plugged in. So I grab it and I pull it and I pull another end out that's not connected. I forgot that I had 3 screens at one point on my desk and I had 3 separate cables running to the PC, right? I took 2 screens out when I put the original one back. That's a whole nother story, right? Where I got these monitors, they didn't work out. I had to ship them back. But I had all 3 cables still behind the desk, but only one of them was on the desk and one of them was behind the computer. What had happened is when I unplugged the computer, when I was triaging this, and I was, because I had David and I had Auxiliary and I was under pressure, I didn't realize when I unplugged everything from the back of the computer, I dropped the cables behind the desk. And when I dropped the HDMI cable, while I was fiddling around hooking up the laptop to do the stream, I put tension on it and I pulled the cable under the desk where I couldn't see it anymore. But there was a second cable down there. And now there's only one cable I could see. So I look down, there's one HDMI cable, same brand, same length, everything, pull it up, plug it in the computer. So the whole time I was triaging this thing and going absolutely nuts, I literally just had the wrong cable plugged in between the computer and the monitor. And most embarrassed I've ever been, Chris, honestly.
I keep hearing like, wireless is going to be the I'm all about like the fewer wires. I don't care about interference. Like you would never, you would be dealing with other shortcomings, but like, I think one of your takeaways was label your cables, which is what we should all do.
Running joke now too, because everybody on my chat on the last stream I did, everybody on Twitter is like hashtag label your cables. Label your cables. Did you label your cable yet? Yeah, everything.
I have an update, by the way. And now I although I couldn't attribute everything, we've got there was I'm going to just read some names here. In chat, we've got some confirmed names, but someone, and potentially anonymously, could have been this community, could have been someone else, donated $2,000. It was unnamed.
Whoa.
Could have been this community. We'll keep there safely. It could have happened, right? It could have been someone from the outside doing it. It could have been because of this stream. Either way, that happened. But we've got other donations that have come in, including David Randolph, from printedsolid.com, throwing in $1,000. That was listed on the page. Shraiku donating $50. Rodney, Shraiku is the local. She's local with business on Twitch. Another streamer here on Twitch. Shraiku came in with 50. Rodney McGlashan, I'm gonna slaughter the name. 25. James Gurney 100. Jonathan Dam 25. Christopher Fraser 25. Daniel Levy 25. And then it looks potentially like another 1250 that has come in. Sir Will 3D, another great supporter in the 3D printing community and a mod over at Loyal Moses's. I came in, thank you, Sir Will. I know you. Sir Will 3D donated $100, and I think that's all the public shout outs that we know. So that's pushed the GoFundMe. All these combined, where were we at? What, 15? Just right around 15,000. Now we're at 17,000. So we're already right around the 2,000 mark tonight. At least that's what's been processed.
Chris, we literally, when we announced this earlier today, I think it was around 1 p.m. I think that we started sending out the messages. It was at 11,000 and some change.
Oh, wait. So we started at, wait, did we start at, we started at 12,000?
When I opened up the link, when I messaged you at like 1 p.m., it was like 11,000 and some change. So I should people donated.
Wait. Did we start this stream at 12,000? Or
this is crazy. Let me look at when the first one was. So 5 hours ago.
We started at 13,000 at the stream, and now we're at 17,000. So that's about 4,000. We're up 4,000 during the course of this broadcast. So
it's crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy.
It is, and by the way, there's Gimpy G in the chat. He is watching. Gimpy G, shout out to Gimpy G. Go give him a follow. Give him a follow. Yeah. Got to give Gimpy. That's it. You have to. Like you must. I demand that you give Gimpy G a follow right now. He said something here. He says, "What? I'm so honored. I think I'm going to like humans." Well. I'm glad we have redeemed the human race on behalf of the human race.
This honestly makes me feel so good. Like I'm beside myself right now. And the other thing that blows my mind is this was posted over on Reddit. I don't know if you heard about that. I didn't do it. I think it might have been Hobbs-Latoff. I think he posted something over on Reddit. It got like 90,000 views. The VOD on Twitch in one day.
Because
I could not believe that.
It was incredible. I mean, the rescue, the everything's on fire. Like just like the smoke, like that's just it's harrowing. So, but you know, if anything, you know, it shows just how. Sorry, I'm going to say it, Gimpy G, or Gimpygod. That just shows how human you are as well. Like it's that connection that we have, which is one of the reasons I love Twitch and live streaming. Much like Jerry. The interactivity with people that we get when we chat is fun, and to be able to focus our attention on this common goal to help get to get you back on track. That's the only goal for tonight, is to help get you back on track and streaming, because you know we need more of those streams.
I want to be really clear here too, just so that people know that are coming in here. This is not just to get Gimpy G back streaming. This isn't just to get him. He lost everything. He lost his computer, his accessibility controllers, everything he needs as a quadriplegic to put on a hell of an awesome live stream. And it is a great live stream. All of that's gone. But what's more important right now is that we get him back his mobility and the things his family needs to properly take care of him, and get him back into his home and get him comfortable again. And that's the most important thing. Everything over that, let's get him back streaming, get him on a computer, get him, because we need this guy. He's awesome. I absolutely love this guy, and I'm glad that I crossed paths with him. But just to let you know, this isn't just to go buy a fancy computer or something like that. This is literally like he lost everything. Imagine if just your house burned down and you don't have use of your body, and you lost your one vehicle that can transport. Like, he can't call an Uber. He can't take a taxi. He needs a special vehicle that can haul his wheelchair setup that he has. And that's all burned to the ground, like beyond repair. It's not even like he can just go get it repainted or whatever. It's like burned to the ground. It is gonzo. So it's going to take a lot to get him like back on his feet, even with insurance and everything. Like, his vehicle, unfortunately, wasn't fully insured. So, and I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty expensive to get like altered vehicles that can carry a chair like that. Like, I don't think that that's like a really cheap upgrade. So I really want to get that taken care of first, and then everything after that, get him back in front of the camera and get him live streaming again, because I genuinely think he has what it takes. The way he was going and his commitment, he's exactly in the right mind space to make it in this game. And I want to see him back doing that again, and not just thinking I lost everything. And he's also the type of person, he thinks a lot about other people. He's very, very courteous. Every interaction I've ever had with him, it's never been like, gimme, 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 or can you do this or you can do that. It's always just like, I'm happy to be here and I enjoy what you do. He's one of those types of people. So he's going to be, you know, I want to make sure that this guy's taken care of, because he is the type of person that really deserves it.
Well,
you know, it's like,
and
this shouldn't have happened to him. This shouldn't happen to anybody, but especially should not happen to somebody like him.
This is why I'm glad that you're doing the stream with me, because you set the proper context. Like that was the right context for it, Jerry. So I
just want people to know that this isn't like a cash grab. I want to make it clear. We're promoting his GoFundMe on purpose, because we're not doing we're going to raise money through this and take a cut of it and then do this and blah, blah, blah. None of that crap. This is all his GoFundMe. This money goes to him. We have nothing to do with it. And we want to make sure that we foster that. All the stuff that's being given away is stuff that was offered up by people that want to help the stream and to help him to raise money and to help him to move forward. Nothing about this is about brand integration. Nothing about this is about the bottom line or trying to make money or trying to take a cut. We're not trying to do the Omaze thing. We're just trying to help out a fellow live streamer in the community that has every deck stacked against him and still gets in front of that computer and does that live stream and enjoys interacting with other people. And that is a rare thing. I even feel bad getting out of bed some mornings. I'm like, I don't want to do anything today, you know? And we're talking about somebody that literally needs like somebody else to take care of him, and he gets exhausted just talking, right? I mean, and he puts everything he has into doing this because he absolutely freaking loves it. And I want to see him do it again. Well, you know, I'd give up before this guy did.
He's a better gamer than I am.
That's the sad thing. Me too, man. He's actually a better gamer than I am, and all he's got is his mouth to work with.
Oh, more power to him. You know, I completely agree. He's got the right approach, right attitude, good spirit, and those are the people I like to help.
You know what's really sad, Chris, is like David Hewlett helped him get the accessibility controller that allowed him to play games.
Right.
And it was a big part of the puzzle here, in addition to the PC, right? David did a lot to like get this rolling. And unfortunately, that's all undone, and we got to do it again. And we're going to make it happen. But one of the goals that we had was for all of us, David, myself, and some other people, to get accessibility controllers. So these open accessibility controllers, so we could literally play him on a level playing field.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, once I started like looking at like what it takes to use these controllers and everything, I was like, dude, there's no way I could ever get like proficient or good with this.
Man, I don't even, I'm good with a joystick, and that's it.
Oh, hey, we got Tech Banditry in chat. Want to call him out? That's David Hewlett.
All right, shout out.
Yep. So, Chris,
yep.
If it's not too hard for you, could you throw him a VIP?
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
To differentiate him in the channel. So Tech Banditry in chat, that's actually David Hewlett, the co-host of Tech Talk with me on Saturday. He's also known for some lesser things like Stargate Atlantis and stuff like that, but it's mostly because of Tech Talk on YouTube. Saturday at 10 a.m. You know, gotta get that shout out. But
I love that.
David is one of the coolest, like, down-to-earth people I've ever met in my entire life, and he's a legit hardcore nerd. Like, I mean, like, Chris is a nerd. David is like a nerdy nerd. Like, he takes it to a whole different level, and he's an amazing guy. And I'm glad that Gimpy and him crossed paths, because, oh my gosh, David is like the perfect person to spearhead things and go after things, because not only does he have rage and ADHD, he somehow can still manage to like stay on something more than 10 seconds and see it through. That's something I'm terrible at. So David, I just want to give David Hewlett a huge shout out here in chat. You guys, again, know him as Dr. Rodney McKay from Stargate Atlantis, or the creepy guy in everything he's ever done. Other than that, but he's a great guy.
It's great,
and huge shout out.
And we have I've got a few updates. A few new donations have posted, at least publicly, and I'm going to look at some on the back end. Benjamin Hoover has donated. Dennis Epley has donated, and Gregory Taylor has has donated. Order 66, because it's a Star Wars, you know, thing, you know. Order 66. I need to
kill everybody, including children. Order, or is that a different one?
Yeah, it's that one. Well, no, it's a different one. No, it's the kill all the Jedi. I've got an Emperor Palpatine as licensed Sith robe. I usually throw it on with the when we do a hype train, and I totally missed doing that when we hit the hype train early on. Thomas Mariucci also donated tonight, and then I've got a few others that Liz has caught here, one of our mods. There have been a few anonymous donations, but John Domer, Jesse Moreno, Jeff Coburn, and Kurt Grosser, assumedly, Fucho the Clown, Justin Flugem. Like I said, a few anonymous ones in here. Liz, Margaret, and Iskra, a cat, has officially donated. I think I got Dennis Epley. If I miss any shout-outs, I do apologize. We're doing the best we can to kind of bring everything together manually. It looks like the current calculation, at least at the time of the broadcast, because we can't necessarily prove that it all came through this broadcast, but raising the awareness has raised, we're now at 4,500 thereabouts. This is the approximation.
Crazy, man.
So a 4,500 raise, and I've opened officially, since we've moved the needle. The first set of giveaways is open. So tonight we're giving away 4 $100 gift cards to printedsolid.com, courtesy of David Randolph, who's been a great supporter of this community and the 3D community in
David,
general.
very well. Super awesome guy.
And apparently we worked together at Tech TV. I didn't even know that, but we crossed paths back then.
Wow.
So those are just for US and Canada. And then at some point tonight, as Jerry mentioned, some point tonight, one of you, just one, anywhere in the world, as opposed to US and Canada for the gift cards, one of you is going to get a Prusa Mini Plus sent by Prusa. So,
even North Korea, if you're in North Korea, he will literally
drive
somebody to fly into that airspace with like an SR-71 and airdrop that thing. Like, he will make it happen.
I don't know.
Prusa will make it happen.
I don't know if that really.
You don't know
North
Prusa,
Korea is
man.
watching.
That guy, if he sets his mind on something, it's a done deal, man. It's a done deal.
If you want to enter the giveaway, just type in "bang ticket." That's !ticket. Bang ticket.
You have to bang the ticket. You know what's funny is you just said that. That was a term we used at Microsoft. Is that something you picked up when you were at Tech TV?
No, I don't remember where I picked it up. But I know Microsoft used bang as well as whack.
Yep.
Instead of backslash.
Every conversation you had at Microsoft was like, okay, what you want to do is you want to do whack whack or back whack. That was another one.
Back whack.
So you want to do whack whack this, whack that, bang this. It sounded like you were literally violating HR rules every time you were having a hallway conversation.
That's great.
I do miss that.
I'm sure. Well, okay.
I gotta be careful saying bang bang these days, but
That's
you know,
okay.
hey,
it's all in geek parlance. So Windows 11. I've heard your thoughts on it, but do you think this is the right? I'll just give you my feelings first. I'm not shy. I think it's the right direction for Windows. I think it's what needed to happen, because I believe in design, and I like what Microsoft is starting to do with Windows, cleaning up the different interfaces and trying to unify.
Definitely, yeah.
So my feeling is it's rolled out as smoothly as could be expected, and I like the direction Microsoft's going. I love the idea that you could run Android apps on the Windows desktop, or at least coming soon. But I'm all about making a cleaner experience. So what are you thinking about Windows 11 right now, Jerry?
All right. First off, full disclosure, I was laid off from Microsoft after 15 years. So, take my opinion with a grain of salt. I have to tell people that because they automatically think that because I was laid off that I just want to hate and burn the company to the ground. Yeah, right. I run Windows on everything I own. So now that I got that out of the way, let me tell you this: Windows 11, as far as it being a smooth release, not really. I'm gonna say honestly, okay, was it better than say like the Windows Vista release? Sure, like miles better. But was it the same level of change that Windows Vista was? No, not at all. Windows 11 is just lipstick on Windows 10 and what Windows 10 was supposed to be. Like they finally made good on some of the promises that they made for Windows 10 that got dropped by the wayside. And a couple of them are pretty big deals. Like the virtualized security, I think, is a big deal, because one of the biggest threats that we have right now to the world is cybersecurity, and malware and ransomware and stuff like that is getting really clever and really creative. I mean, we're literally seeing stuff, proliferated that's taking advantage of flaws in firmware and BIOS and CPU microcode. And so, I mean, it's getting a lot more sophisticated. So I love the idea that Microsoft's like, you know what, computers are fast enough now that we can afford to drop a couple FPS in a couple seconds here and there to better secure the box by virtualizing the components that are attackable. So, and what I like about that is Microsoft has always had the opinion that we're smart developers. And trust me, I was arrogant as shit when I was there too. We'd think, okay, we can make this bulletproof. Nobody can get through it. Whatever. Every single time we did that, somebody was through it like before we even shipped it out. Right.
Right.
And Yeah, so I love that Microsoft is now accepting, and they're not going to admit this publicly, but you can tell from their actions they're accepting that they're not the most fantastic developers on planet Earth that cannot be flawed. So instead, they're changing their methodology to let's try to create something that's just intrinsically hard to attack. Like let's virtualize something, because if we virtualize it, even if they completely take it over, attack it, and burn it to the ground, they can just reset instantly. Nothing like the virus thinks it's killing everything on your computer. It's not. And I love that idea about the virtualized security. And they did do some of that in Windows 10 with like system file protection and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, I'm a virus and I'm playing with system files, but you're not really. You're playing with a clone of it, basically a shadow copy of it. And then as soon as the computer gets rebooted, it just disappears and the virus didn't do anything. That's been around for a while.
I did not know that. That sounds, wow, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, they're taking it to a whole new level. So I do agree with that. But the problem is there's always trade-offs, right? By going in that direction, you are going to lose performance. And well, I should qualify that. You're going to lose performance on current and old generation hardware, but you're probably actually going to gain performance in the long run with like the new Alder Lake CPU that actually has
Go Intel.
Cores.
Hang on.
Yeah, Intel
hang on. I have to say again, disclosure, I work for Intel, so go Intel. I'm excited
right now, though. No joke. You know, I'm critical because I'm critical against everything. I'm one of those people where it's like I'm basically like the South Park Trey Parker of computers, where it's like I go after Microsoft, Linux. It's like everybody's equal opportunity target in this arena. And I can tell you right now, go Intel. Holy crap, did they drop the ball and get the ever living crap kicked out of them by AMD coming out of left field with all the Ryzen stuff?
It's good to have competition.
Dude, it's like, oh my God, AMD, like, enjoy your limelight because you're about to be forced to work again for your meal because
competition's good.
Pretty baller.
Can't speak to the competition. Speaking of excited, according to Liz, and I don't know if I've got all the shout outs here. If I miss names, again, it's not intentional. It's not about, we're doing our best to raise awareness. That's all we can do. Community donations, this is according to Liz, so far tonight in this broadcast, 5,530. So over $5,000 potentially raised in the course of the broadcast that we've been doing for less than an hour.
You know what else I'm noticing too is, could somebody in chat let me know, do they actually let you completely hide your, not just say anonymous, but do they allow you to completely hide your donation if you want?
I'm pretty sure.
Because I'm going through the list and it does not match up with the number going up. So there's a fair amount of people that are donating that either it hasn't updated and they're not in the list, or they completely concealed themselves.
Yeah. So we've got Ed Keys Beast, Benjamin Hoover, Christopher Boyven, Michael Grugel, Matthew Riley, RC Maniac. Matthew Riley has done. I don't want to. I should be careful about like if their numbers aren't public, making the numbers public. But RC Maniac is donated 500. RC Maniac has been a supporter in this community ever since I met him. I think during the beginning of my 3D printing days earlier this year. And I know there's a few other names that I recognize, but that's pretty. Oh yeah, Fix 'em Dude. Fix 'em Dude is Michael. Duh. I only see, that's the funny thing. You get to know people's names and then their handles, and sometimes you don't like mentally go and make the connection. Derp. So either way, we're over 5,000 in less than an hour. We're not even done.
Yeah, guys, if you can't contribute to the GoFundMe, I totally understand. Times are hard, man, with everything going on.
Oh, yeah.
I know that everybody has disposable income to go help somebody out, no matter, how good of a thing it is. I can tell you right now, you can actually do just as much good just by sharing the live stream.
Yes.
More importantly, sharing his GoFundMe and sharing the links to his social media and his Twitch channel and stuff like that, giving him the exposure to get his story out and to show, that we can, pick somebody up in the community that's experienced this. Again, not everybody can help everybody. That's something that people need to understand, but we can all get together and do what we can when we can, and turn something good. And I think that there's something to be made here, because one thing this blows my mind. So Gimpy, when he messaged me on Twitter, he literally said, he posted a link and he said, my house burned down during my stream. He messaged me, and I thought, because he has a kind of, he can have a dark sense of humor, so I thought he was joking, and he wasn't. He sent me a link to the VOD, and I saw them come in and grab him and wheel him out of the room, and the house was filling with smoke. And I could not freaking believe that. And even after that, he was still messaging me, asking me if I was okay the next day, because I wasn't doing very well on my birthday. He still messaged me. He's like, "How are you doing?" And he's saying positive things, and he's posting positive things. Like, dude, your house just burned down. You just got transported in a damn car trailer to a hotel with all your shit. I mean, literally, this dude, and he's taking the time to message me to see like how I'm doing and wish me a happy birthday and stuff. I mean, that's a person that I believe deserves everything. And that's why I'm here no matter what, is because I want to help this dude out. Like, I legit am on board. And like I said, I can't help everybody, but this is one that really, really, you know, hit me in the heart. And we've already done way more than I thought we could, Chris. Honestly, like, this is blowing my mind.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I don't know if we're gonna raise 200. I don't know if we're gonna raise 2,000. So it's having done these types, and it's been a long time, because here's my approach. And I had a conversation, I think, the other day, because Loyal Moses is also, he's doing something maybe not similar, but in the same vein, where he's basically catalyzed the 3D printing community to design and print, and then he's going to ship like 3D printed farm stuff out to families from around the world who otherwise would not have toys, which is amazing. And you know, I love being, you know, seeing that happen. But I know in my approach, the way that I prefer to raise awareness, you know, whether you call it a charity, a nonprofit, any kind of, you know, something like this, right?
Yeah.
I always prefer to take a more personal approach, because I want to know who I'm helping. I want to know who I'm helping, not just what cause I'm helping. I want to know who I'm helping, not to just ascertain are they worthy, just knowing that I'm helping them, right? Because it's because we made an impact. And that's the impact. Yeah. That's the thing that counts for me the most when it comes to raising awareness to situations like this. So,
no, exactly right. That's like, it is one of the greatest feelings that you can have. And I mean this like to everybody. Try this on some level. So one of the greatest feelings that you can have is impacting another person's life positively and seeing it with your own eyes. Like, Chris, one of the things I love is you've been doing those TikToks or that are like your life, you know, like aspirational things, right?
Yeah.
And a couple of those really connected with me when I watched them. I was like, dude, where's this coming from, Chris? Like, it was fantastic. And it's like, so that affected my life. That affected how I felt, even if it was for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You know, and I'm sure you get a lot of comments from people that are like, man, that actually, like, you know, that hit a nerve, that struck a nerve. That is an amazing feeling when you can do something that positively affects another person's life. It doesn't have to be monetary.
No,
monetary is like a direct route if they need that money, but you can do a lot just by telling somebody something nice. Or what I used to do, I used to go through when back when I worked at Microsoft, I'd go to the Starbucks every morning, right? I go to Starbucks and I get my little coffee, you know, and adjust my turtleneck, you know, and I go through the drive-through. And what I do is once a week, I would buy the person, I'd pay for the person that was like in front. I think it was in front of me. Was it or behind me?
It would have to be behind you because they've already paid.
That's what it was. That's what it was. So I tell them I want to pay for the person behind me. And sometimes it'd be really expensive. Sometimes you pull up and they'd be like, oh man, they ordered like $40 worth for like their coworkers. You'd be like, oh God, what do I do? But no, I did that. And every single time I did that, you'd see the person like looking around as you're like circling the parking lot to leave. They'd be looking around and you'd wave and they'd wave back, be like, oh my gosh, I had one guy get out of his car and he like ran across the freaking intersection. And I was like, whoa, dude, don't kill yourself. Cause he wanted to run right up to my window, go, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that, dude. He's like, dude, that absolutely made my day. But you see the smile on their face.
Yeah.
And it's like such a small gesture. Obviously they could afford their own coffee. They went there and got it. But the fact that somebody else was like, I want to do something nice for another person. It was amazing. And you know what the Starbucks people used to tell me all the time when I go to the window? They're like, dude, you'd be surprised how common this is. Like a lot of people do this because the people always feel like so amazed when they pull up the window and they're like, wow, somebody I don't know, a stranger just bought me a drink. And it changes their outlook and makes them so happy.
One of the reasons, I mean, I like those little video snippets, right? It was like earlier this year. I mean, number one, I started to do the live stream again, right? So I made it I got through 2020, and honestly, that year just didn't happen. But I got through it and felt like I didn't really have anything to show for it. And so I made a New Year's resolution that every day in 2021, at least, I was going to live stream. So I've been on Twitch every day. That's now a part of my routine. I'm going to carry it forward. You know, I don't see any reason to stop because it's been great. It's been fun. Something to look forward to every day. But those,
you're killing it.
Well, you know, it's great because I get a chance to connect with people. You know, we can share experiences. I get to know people. I don't feel like I'm so alone. You know, even though I'm disconnected from everybody, I don't feel so alone. And I look something to look forward to. So those little snippets, I can't remember. I was like, I hadn't started posting on TikTok, but I thought, you know, what's something that is educational, motivational, inspirational, you know, helpful that I could do. And I thought, well, you know, what if I quoted people? Like, and so I started thinking that route. And so effectively, yeah, every day I try to get like something together, try to write something or find inspirational quotes, and then, you know, try to write it my own way if I can. And then post to TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, everywhere. And so there have been times that people have messaged me and said, you didn't know this, but I needed to hear that. I mean, and it's me being like, very direct, being, hey, stop messing around and do it. Like, you know, it's very much me. I'm not blowing sunshine up anybody's ass. I'm like, this is what you need to do. If you're tired of this, you need to do this. Yeah. And they appreciate that kick in the pants. So it's those small things can matter to people who you never know otherwise. I totally agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Agree. Like my favorite thing to date, and this still happens fairly frequently, even though I haven't done a Codegasm episode in a long time. I did a series on YouTube called Codegasm. It lasted about 6 episodes, and of course life ended up throwing me off course, but I made these 6 episodes showing anybody how to program. Like, I don't use any crazy terminology, any education level. You don't even have to know what a compiler is or nothing. I will teach you how to program, and once you get through those 6 episodes, you'll know enough to be dangerous, like without having to know any of the terminology or have to feel like you just don't grip it or understand it. And I just did that because I had fun with it, and I enjoyed making these little fun programs. Like, one of them was to mess with somebody's keyboard and just input random keys and make them think their keyboard's broken. I just did it kind of as a joke. And when I did those episodes, I cannot believe it. I still get people that join my Patreon that'll send me a DM and they're like, hey, dude, I just wanted you to know I watched your Codegasm series like 5-6 years ago. When are you bringing that back? And I'd be like, you know, hey, I do want to bring it back sometime. Dude, I actually changed my major in college, and now today I work at Amazon, or I work at Google, or I work at DocuSign. I have a dozen or so people that have messaged me, and the thing is, like, I'm like, are they being honest, or are they just kind of like, you know, trying to be nice, right?
I think they're being honest.
And it's like, one of them sent me $500. I kid you not. This is like a year ago. Sent me $500 and said, here is a small, like, you know, gift of appreciation because I was going nowhere and I started programming. He's like, I used my skills to actually get a job at a local company, and then I transitioned into a large company, which was Apple of all places.
Wow.
Down in California, and he shared with me his salary that he was making, and he's like this $500, he's like, you know, this is for you making that video. And I was like, I just was beside myself. I'm like, somebody watched a YouTube video and thought a year later to actually come back and become my patron and like reward me for that. That's even though awesome. It was just a video. It was just a video.
But that's the thing. Is it? I mean, I think these connections matter, and I also have to say, a lot of people have been following tonight, and I usually give shout outs, but obviously tonight is a little hectic. It's a little out of the ordinary, but thank you everybody for the follows. The thing I got to mention again, the giveaway is open for at least the gift cards. So I'm thinking that I'm going to give everybody about another minute. I'm looking at my non-existent watch, and use Bang Ticket, !ticket to enter that giveaway. USA or Canada. We're giving away one at a time, but a total of 4 $100 gift cards to printedsolid.com, which is important if you are someone into 3D printing. And then at some point tonight, we'll basically have to do a completely different giveaway after we've given away the gift cards for the printer. Yeah, for the 3D printer for the Prusa Mini Plus. So
and also we passed. Whoa! Did we just get rated or something?
Holy cow! Boogie 2988. I hope he knows he's raiding into a charity stream. Boogie! Oh my God! I only watched Boogie from a distance. You know, because
I sit right on his lap, dude. I like those flames, man.
I see y'all interact. It's funny. Boogie, it's good to see ya. Sometimes I tune into your streams, although I'm usually pretty quiet. Because I don't do any deck building. I don't do CCGs or card games. I usually just do Star Wars stuff and 3D printing and farting around. But tonight you chose the right night to raid. We are raising awareness for a fellow streamer who, in the middle of his live stream, his house burnt down. That VOD can be watched. He's shared photos on his social feed.
Obviously confirmed even by people that are close to everything. This is all documented and everything.
It's for real. So
Yeah.
here's the thing, Boogie and your community, you're always welcome. This is a chance to really make an impact. He's got a GoFundMe. There's the link. It's being spammed in chat. He goes by Gimpy or Gimpygod. His handle is Gimpy here on Twitch. So you could even give him a follow if you are so inclined. This was his Jerry, you were saying his sixth stream.
Sixth stream in the middle of his house burned down.
His house burned down in the middle of his sixth stream. So we are trying to raise his profile on Twitch and raise awareness of his story, of what he's done. He's been a quadriplegic since birth. That's his GoFundMe link, and we have raised. Let me check. I'm going to check the back channel here for updates. David Hewlett, by the way, has donated $500 to the GoFundMe.
Whoa.
Thank you. Thank you, David. He's another person I got to get on as a guest on the stream. G. Lane, Michael Hudgens, and then an anonymous, more anonymous donations, of course, Tony Kirshner. We're now, according to Liz, and this is a rough estimate, but we've raised over $6,000 tonight for this, for this cause, for the lack of a better word. So right over $6,000, sitting at about $18,900, just shy of $1,900 tonight. Just this one stream in an hour.
Could we bring so I've got David David Hewlett right now. He's actually at home sitting in front of his computer. He just tweeted and I just retweeted him. He's got a picture of him sitting in front of the computer.
Nice.
I also wanted to check Gimpy. I've seen him in chat.
Yeah.
He's obviously watching this.
He's here.
Is there any way for us to like pull him in here audio wise?
If you could do it through your end, it would be easier. Yeah, because if I start messing with audio, there's a chance that everything breaks.
Everything just collapses.
Yeah.
Oh man, challenge
so
accepted.
You could, if you figure it out, I'd love to have people, in on either one of them, both of them. That'd be great, Jerry. Let me just go ahead and mention, especially for the Raiders, we're in the middle of a giveaway, a series of 4 gift cards. I'm about to draw the first recipient, USA or Canada, for a spool of printed solid filament. That's USA or Canada. But then tonight, at some point tonight, we are giving away a Prusa Mini Plus to someone in the world tonight on this stream. So here we go. First, bang ticket to enter. We're about to do our first draw, and then when you get it, if you're the recipient, you'd be whispering Pez Liz, one of our moderators. We're gonna draw. Here we go. Oh, I'm seeing more people jump in at the time where I'm saying about to draw. So I got to give them, as soon as I see the flood of new tickets come in, I got to give them a couple minutes before doing it. All right, don't worry. We're gonna be setting up another giveaway here for the next ones as well, because I don't think you can reopen giveaways on Stream Elements. I've tried to do that. But
yeah, I have no idea actually.
It's weird how you can't. You have to close it, and then if you want to do it again, you have to reset up a new one, which is fine, because you have to be present to be a recipient. Because that's, otherwise, how are we going to get a hold of you? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. So many bangs and tickets. I agree, Joshua XP. And
tickets.
New emotes. Even if you're a follower, you can use emotes in this channel. Thanks again to all the follows and any new subscribers that have come in tonight as well, from various and sundry places.
So I'm gonna try some here.
Okay.
That it's never been attempted before by the likes of me.
Sure.
So I recently, by the way, shout out to Rode. Thank you, Rode. They sent me a replacement microphone for one that I had a problem with, and they just included like a Rodecaster Pro.
Oh wow.
Which is like a $500, $600 mixer board. It's got a button on it. This says Bluetooth. I clicked it. It connected to my phone. So I think if I go into Discord and I hit David.
God, I hope this works.
If it works, he should come in through my phone.
Hopefully it doesn't circumvent our existing call, but
I don't think it will.
If it does, I'll get ready to maneuver, for the lack of a better word. While you're doing that, I'm gonna close the first giveaway, and we're gonna draw the first recipient. Drawing the first recipient in 3, 2, 1. It's Phil 12811. Is Phil 12811 here? Phil 12811. Message Pezliz. Phil 12811. Okay, I can still see Jerry.
You want me to type that in? Let's see. Are they? Oh, everybody's already saying the name, so he'll easily see it. Okay,
well,
cool.
As long as I see his name actually reply in the chat.
Oh, Phil,
there's
12
Phil.
One is a bot, so let's go ahead and get him.
There's Phil.
I'm kidding. He's
all right,
like,
there's Phil. Okay, so congratulations, Phil. Please message Pez Liz. Whisper Pez Liz. Pez Liz, right there, Phil. That's how you do it. She'll take your details. Now, I said we got 4 of them. That was the first. So 3 more. And then we've got the Prusa Mini Plus giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a second one while with this pool, this first pool of people, I'm about to draw a second one. Okay?
I'm back.
I'm
sorry.
Did you leave?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you leave? I was not paying attention.
It's all fixed now.
Okay.
It's all fixed. But Discord, unfortunately, when I
told
tried
you.
to connect with somebody else, disconnected me from you, even though I'm on a different device.
No. I had a feeling. I'm like, are you sure? See if you can connect any other way, that'd be great. Okay, I'm gonna draw another recipient of a $100 printed solid gift card, which is a big deal if you're into 3D printing because you always need filaments. Drawing a second one. It is Gianna Situ. I'm horrible at like reading handles out loud.
That's absolutely how it's pronounced, like 100%.
Is that it? You think so? Is that how it is?
I think it is. Okay, Gimpy just messaged me. He said he's getting set up. Somebody's helping him get set up on an iPad right now, so he can join in here in a little bit. But let me see if I get. How could we pull in separate audio? Like we could do potentially separate video in this call, but the problem is that this is our private conversation between you and me, so we'd have to drag him into that, and that would not necessarily work. I think what we'll do is I'll bring him in through my phone if I can. We'll try it. This is experimental. I'll bring him in through audio on the phone.
Okay, that's fine. Gina.
What is it?
Gina is the recipient. Gina, I see chatting. Gina, thank you. Please message Pez Liz. I'm sorry, Whisper. See, that's the thing. Every platform's got different terminology, and it's so hard to keep up on all this. Ugh. So challenging. So there we go. Those are our first 2 recipients. We're going to go ahead and mark the giveaway as complete. Going to start a new one. And the reason why, this is going to be for the next 2 printed solid filaments. Or, sorry.
Hold on, I got to cancel stuff really quick.
Gift cards. This is gonna start it up. I think that'll work. Okay, the second giveaway is open for everybody, so feel free to bang ticket. Even if you've done it before, bang ticket. Ms. Liz is the first one to join. Get your name in the queue for, even if you don't know what you're gonna do with filament. Trust me, that it's like gold. Well, maybe not pure gold, but like somebody else is gonna be like wanting to be your friend. You probably know at least one person on this planet who has a 3D printer.
You totally do.
And you don't even know that you do until you do. Hey, there's Builder's Mark, another one of the people in the 3D printing community. Does amazing model work.
All right, here we go. Come on, David. Push the call button. Come on, David. You can do it. See, I think I got stuff almost working over here. Yeah, Gimpy accidentally called me in Discord, and so it tried to bump you out again. So luckily I caught it before it bumped you out. Oh wait, it says missed call. What? No, come here. Let me call him again. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I'm calling David. We should be able to hear him if this is working right when he answers. Oh! I think it said he answered. Hello. Testing. Testies.
I definitely. I hear Jerry.
Can you hear me, David? Okay. I don't think Gimpy's getting my messages. Hey, Gimpy, if you can hear me on stream, don't call on Discord, okay? Because on Discord, if you call me, it disconnects me from Chris. So we're trying to do some crazy stuff. It says I'm connected, but there's like no audio. It says it's going to Bluetooth. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I got to push this button. Oh, hold on. Say something, David. Oh, did you hear him?
No, I don't hear him. I don't hear him.
Here, let me turn it up. Hold on.
Yeah, turn it up.
Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Can you hear him now?
Let chaos do.
I think so.
I think
sort of hear.
Yes.
So wait, I'm trying to figure out if they can hear you on stream.
We can.
It's like a Telegram would be better.
Yeah, I think the audio will clear up after a little while. It's just Skype has a habit of starting with like the lowest quality possible and like working its way up.
Damn you, Skype. Hey, Chris.
Hey, nice to meet you, David.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you for doing this, man. This is very, very cool.
It's exciting.
Wow. So go ahead.
I was out walking my dog, listening to Twitch, and feeling like a freaking millennial. I was like, I felt so young and hip and cool.
Yeah, I'm still firmly Gen X.
Yeah, I'm firmly in the Gen X department, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't believe
now they got a
working.
puppy.
Oh, is this a new dog? You adopted a new dog?
Yeah, in the last year we got like a pound rescue, and she is, let's just say she's not the mangy old beast I'm used to.
See, I have to. We had a couple dogs. They passed away over the past year or so, but I'm not sure if we're ready to bring a new member into the family yet. Not sure.
No, neither was I. I said no. I said no more dogs. Mars was perfect. Why do we need another one? But nope, I got outvoted. Apparently it's a democracy, this family thing now.
Same thing happened with my cat. When I lost my cat, I swore I was never going to get another cat after I had to take her and have her put down. It was like the saddest thing I ever did in my life. I'm like, I'm never getting another cat. I think we lasted about a year.
Wow.
And then we went and got two kittens.
Well,
and regretted
We
it ever
lasted
since.
almost 2 years.
See,
Almost 2 years for us.
wow. I still buy, like, we don't have a cat. I buy cat toys. We don't have a dog, but I still buy dog toys because it's Star Wars stuff. Like, I'm a sucker for Star Wars stuff. So I still buy the stuff. We just don't have a pet to use it with. So David, you go by the handle Tech Banditry. People can follow. I'm going to go ahead and get you a shout out here. So if you're not already following you,
follow Gimpy Follow Gimpy first. And
okay,
then you can follow me.
I can do a shout out for both. So what do you usually do on your streams? Because I've tuned in. It's been a while, but I've tuned in the past. You were talking to someone else, like he was a kid. And I think you were talking about Minecraft, or was it Minecraft, or was it 3D printing? Now I can't even remember.
Probably. We got like a bunch of kids who, for some reason, enjoy hanging out online and talking about tech, and just basically, I wanted to start a tech club, and I had a bunch of kids at a local school that I'd go in, I'd bring in some old computers, we'd pull them apart, because they have this weird, there's this mentality, this sort of black box mentality, where it's like, oh, something's broken, so you throw it out, and that's the end of it. And I was always like, no, that's when the fun begins. That's when it's already broken, so you can't break it, so you can take it apart. That's the fun stuff. So I just started bringing all this crap I found on the road. I mean, Barnacle, actually, it was Gimpy G who was laughing at me, I think, about this, about the idea that I'm out, like, you look out your window one day and there's freaking, Rodney McKay from Stargate picking through your garbage.
I made fun of you for that on TikTok. That was awesome.
Is that you? Was it you who did that?
Yeah, I was like, dude, so you were talking about like tearing some lady's bed apart that she left on the curb to get the actuators, and she came out and was like yelling at you, you had to take the whole bed.
You got mad and made me put it back together again. I was like, don't you know who I am?
Dude, wouldn't that be weird? Like imagine you were just sitting in your house and you see some dude some homeless dude like picking through your garbage. So you go out there and you're like, hey, what's up, buddy? And he like puts his head up and it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something.
Yeah. Be nice to that homeless man, because it could be me.
It could be David Hewlett.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons my wife is trying to get me to wear nicer clothes, so that people don't hand me quarters when I walk around.
Oh, that's easy, but that's half the fun.
Exactly.
They do that in Canada anyways, though. That's just standard operating procedure.
So do you then?
Yeah, that's the thing is, if Gimpy G was up here, the medical side of the stuff would be handled, right? I mean, a ton of this stuff would be covered.
Totally. Yep.
But we're talking about pets. Like Gimpy had dogs and cats and everything. He got them all out. They got everybody out.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure they should rescue the cats myself, but that's just.
Well, you don't have to rescue cats. Let's be honest. Like the cats were probably the first people out, or the first animals out of the house. Like, let's be honest. Like, cats don't care.
Cats probably
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. All right, I'm trying to. Oh yeah.
So Gimpy had like the largest selection of, I would call Baby Yoda, and I'd get yelled at by the Star Wars fans, but I still call him Baby Yoda.
It's fine.
Largest selection of Baby Yoda stuff I've ever seen. Like just like a wall of this stuff, all gone. You know what I mean? Like this guy. He's gonna. I said to him, I said, you gotta like steel yourself, buddy, because you're gonna be finding stuff you're missing for basically the rest of your life. Now you're gonna be like, whatever happened to? And you're like, oh crap, the fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be a before the fire, and there's gonna be after the fire, and this guy's got to deal with all this shit. So I was sort of joking that, you know, we got to turn the fire. He's got to become like a phoenix. Like you got to this fire has got to catapult him into the stratosphere in the streaming world where he belongs.
It sounds like that. There's a great, based upon the response that we've seen in this hour or so, I think he's definitely well on his way. We're now at Clayton Smith had donated, Tim Roop had donated. We're now at 60, almost 6,200. We're up about 6,200 on the GoFundMe.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, and it occurs to me, Gimpy. You know, we're so cute. We got matching quad sticks. So I got a mouse controlled assistive system as well as him. And I think we can adapt it so that it would work for, like, mine's a lot different because I can actually, move. But I think we can adapt it, and he can at least get one of those back. But yeah, he's got a lot of, I hadn't even considered things like he's in a hotel bed, and that's like, for us, it's like, woohoo, hotel bed. Let's call room service. But like Gimpy G's freaking uncomfortable because he doesn't have he needs a bed that adjusts. Like, if you can't move, he doesn't not feel, you know? He's got to suffer through like his nights are not great right now. I'm from the sound of it. Actually, we should get him in here. You want me to bounce off, and you should jump in and have him say,
I can have him jump in with you. I'm just figuring out how to add him to the call and Skype right now. Oh yeah, dude, we got the technology. We can build it.
You can do this on Chris's show. You can't do it on your own tech.
Don't you sass me, boy. I don't care how Rodney you are, sir. You do not sass me when it comes to technology.
Ox and I were so freaking. We're just babbling away, watching Barnacle go back and forth. I only just heard the story about the freaking cables now.
Really? Oh no!
So embarrassing, man. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, why is he not showing up on the phone app?
Well, now you know what to get him for his birthday next year.
Yeah, one of those label makers.
Yeah, exactly. It's the perfect gift.
Oh my gosh.
But this is why I can't use Instagram, because every time I go on Instagram, there's another gadget that I want to buy. Like, so, it's insane. Their marketing is so good.
You like gadgets then?
I actually saw a label maker the other day.
You're definitely more of a gadget guy then.
Oh God, I love it. I have been taking stuff apart and rarely getting them back together again since I was watching Doctor Who at age 4. You know what I mean? Like, I love this stuff. The 3D printing stuff's been amazing. You were talking about the fabulous Prusa. I mean, Prusa's like, what a guy.
Yeah, dude. I haven't met him yet. I haven't met him yet, but
he's a printer. Oh God, you should have him on the show. He's freaking great. He's just a wonderful guy.
It's coming.
I built 2 of his kits now. The first one I bought and spent the Christmas making it, which was really fun. That was the 2. And then the 3, he sent me the 3 and with the MMU, and it's been amazing. Like, it's just, I love them. They're like bulletproof.
Well, I only have the mini. See, I'm the only one who just wants to stop at 1. There are certain gadgets that catch my attention, catch my eye, but I'm more of a software enthusiast than I am a hardware enthusiast, so I tend to be minimal.
I wish.
Oh, well, no, trust me, you don't, because there are a lot of bad software experiences out there, and it makes it that much more difficult if you're a software enthusiast, because you may see the gadget, and it may look nice, and it may be the shiny object, but if you're a software enthusiast, you see it through that lens, and unless that software sticks the landing, the gadget is not, I can't, it's hard for me to latch onto the gadget at that point.
Did David just get punted?
That's on, I don't know, it's you.
I think I just screwed something up here. Hey, Gimpy, you there?
I am there.
Hey, we got
Gimpy!
Gimpy. All right, Gimpy for a second. Let me get David added back.
Shout out to Gimpy G. We've got him on the air. The person you are helping tonight through the GoFundMe, raising over $6,000 potentially. That's connected to this past hour, at least of activity. What we've got going on here. Part of my community, part of Jerry's community, now, people who've raided from Loyal's community, Boogie's community, Sith's community, Sith Lord Brit's community. So many communities coming together tonight
maybe I'm not on.
for this. I can hear you. We can hear you.
You guys are. They can see each other because it's through Skype on my phone.
Oh,
only their audio is going to the mixer board. But here, I can give you guys a little sneak preview here of the boys.
Well, there you go.
To be fair, you are much older. A year, maybe two.
I have 2 years on you, but look how good I look.
Yeah, I saw that picture of you in that new show. It's very, very useful.
I'll have you know it takes me 2.5 hours to make you that ugly.
Hey, could you guys hear Chris hey Chris, say something really quick. I just want to make sure they can hear you.
I'm here, and sometimes they get it's a little fuzzy. They're a little low and fuzzy.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
yeah.
It could be just the connection, but you may want to. I don't know what you can adjust, if anything.
Yeah, it might just be me moving the phone around and stuff too. Here, let me see. I got it maxed out on volume on Bluetooth input. I think that. Wait, can I turn them up on the phone? Maybe
it is probably Skype being Skype.
All right, that might actually help a little bit. Let's see.
So Gimpy G, you've cornered the market in igniting on stream. Is this something you're going to be able to maintain?
Maybe. They know I'm a beast, so they gave me a booster for my Moderna today and a flu shot. So I feel like somebody is like standing on my head, kicking it. But hey, I'm cool.
Oh crap! They gave you both. They gave
Wow.
you both.
Both because they're worried about me being out in public now.
Or they just don't like you.
I can't.
Basically, you're invincible now. You're the Incredible Hulk, basically. There's a funny if you guys go follow him on Twitter, there's a really funny video that's deep faked with FaceLab. I think you posted it, Gimpy, where it's like your face on Hulk through like the trailer. And it looks so good. It's like my computer. I spent like 4 days doing like deep fake learning with an open source algorithm off of GitHub, and I don't even come close to what the phone app does in like 10 seconds.
I know it's like reface.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Reface.
Oh, did you reface? Yeah, I'm a sucker for that stuff. I was Princess Leia. Don't ask.
I saw that one. Hey, Gimpy, can you tell us a little bit, like to everybody listening? Can you tell everybody, like, I know we saw the VOD where you basically had to be like heroically rescued by, what'd you say? Was it your cousin that had to come save you?
My nephew, Trenton.
Oh, your nephew. So your nephew came and saved your life. Like, so we definitely want to thank him for that. But what did, can you tell everybody a little bit about like what you lost? Because I think people like, yeah, your house burned down, but it didn't just take out your house. It like took your cars. Like, what did those cars like mean to you? Like, give people an idea of like why we need to get this stuff back. It's not just a computer to play games. It's like, this is your life.
Right. It's, I am grateful that we all got out safe. That's fantastic. David's disappointed, but the cats got out safe too.
I'm telling you, they started it.
He has a conspiracy theory about cats and a magnifying glass. But so I was in the middle of Diablo Res 2 Resurrected with one James Gurney, and we were going through. I was really enjoying myself. It's the first time in probably since Christmas 2019 that I've been able to computer game and all that. So, I mean, to say I feel self-elated is amazing, or as an understatement. But then I heard somebody say, call 911. And my brother-in-law was doing construction, so I thought, well, perhaps he cut off the digit, because that's the thing he would do. And, but then I think you can see on the VOD where I say, oh, I just got a sinking feeling in my stomach. And that's, I don't know what it was, like some kind of lizard brain thing said, oh, shit, we got to get out. And that's when Trenton ran down quickly, just threw everything off my tray, and we looked out, and we looked up through the living room, he said, hold your breath. I didn't know if I did it. And it was absolutely pitch black. Like you could not see. I couldn't see my table. It's like right here. I don't know, 8 inches away. So I held my breath, he got through. And then he turned me around on the grass and ran back in to save my mom, who's also, that's the whole thing. Anyways, so he went back in because he's like Captain America, but super chill. Then here's the interesting thing. Complete strangers were running into the house and helping him. And then a gal grabbed my chair and started pulling me back when the cars began to ignite. Because I don't know if you watch like Fast and Furious, but those things are like grenades, just waiting to pop. So
Wait, you were in the house when the cars were catching fire?
I was like 20 feet away from them.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's hot.
I bet.
Like,
Did they actually explode? I mean, did they actually blow up?
No, they just fought, but they melted real good. My license plates are, they say Gimpygod, which really plays well at the dance club. So yeah, it's like gangster, Gimpygod. But they melted. They melted flat. And then brother-in-law had a fishing boat, and it's just a puddle of aluminum. I'm not sure what heat that would happen at. And that wasn't in the garage. It was outside of the garage.
Wow.
It was incredible.
Yeah, I saw the cars. I couldn't believe how like thoroughly burned through they were. Like it looked like somebody literally just drove it into a bonfire and poured gasoline on it. Like,
right. And here's the crazy thing. My brother-in-law, like I said, did construction before, and now he's an engineer. And he had built a firewall between the house and the garage. So it was supposed to, and it did help. It didn't go through there. It burnt through a kitchen window. It melted all the glass and entered that way, and just up in the ceiling. We're going to have to take the roof off completely. My PlayStation 5 was like taking a swim like Scrooge McDuck, but really bummer.
so the reason that the house didn't burn was just because of that firewall, like, because your entire garage was gone, like completely burned to the ground. And I was wondering how the other part of the house kind of survived.
I think it looks better than it is because they went along the roof, like, and cut 6 big, chopped holes with like a chainsaw thing, and just stuck hoses in there and pumped, I don't know how much water.
Just flooded the house.
You can see, any crack anywhere, you can see smoke billowing out. So it looks better than it is because there's just, everything is soot and waterlogged.
Yeah, and even though it's standing, it's like the carpet is soaked, the boards are soaked, the walls, the beams, like there's going to be mold. Like I'd imagine that's like, even if it does look like it's still standing, I mean, that more or less needs to be like torn down and rebuilt.
Right, that's what's going to happen, or at least that's what we think is going to happen. So the reason this is different than average is because that house was built with me in mind. It's got ramps. It's got a trolley system in the ceiling.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So you're gonna the plan is to effectively rebuild what was there.
Kind of,
wait,
like I know you were telling me that like the car, you don't know if that's completely covered, but do you have like the insurance for the house and stuff like that? Or is anybody fighting you on that, or is that? Are they going to help?
David, because I'm completely unfamiliar with this stuff. I don't know if I need a lawyer or what, but I don't want them to try to give me a what would you call it, real world value, or try to get a half.
They're going to try to screw you. All insurance does. Yeah, they're going to try to screw you. So make sure you've got some kind of representation. If we have any lawyers in the audience that want to take on some really good cause pro bono and stick it to some freaking insurance, like do it.
Have they denied already? They already denied the car?
No, the car, I think, and that's really weird because we specifically talked about the car being the most important vehicle, because the rest of the family, if something happened to theirs, they had to have it fully insured anyway because they were financed. But definitely wanted some way to replace the band, and that's not done. So I am not sure what happened there. Since I'm unable to write, I had to have a power of attorney, and that was my mom, but she is not quite well as far as mentally, so I'm not sure what happened. Well, and we didn't know. We knew she was falling down, but we just didn't know. So so the band's the problem, and of course the quad stick is gone. The 3090. Everybody wanted me to. Well, there's a quad stick. Heck yeah, but you got the harder screen, didn't you?
I can change it though, can I?
I don't know. He's so powerful. His mouth could overwhelm just
It's true.
big screen. So they put like some kind of.
I've got an actor mouth. You need
Yeah.
a special quad stick for an actor mouth.
When he first got that quad stick, he just like put the whole thing in his mouth, like entirely, like all of it.
Yeah.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I should be able to hear Chris now. I'm sorry about that. When I was messing around with the board adding you guys, I think I accidentally muted him.
No, it's okay.
I can hear you now. I know, right? Just come on in here. We just take over the place. Oh, one thing I did want to add, though, because I think is after this stream, we're going to do a fundraiser stream for me because my wife hit a deer slightly yesterday and it put a crack in my bumper, and insurance will probably cover it. But, you know, I mean, Gimpy, honestly, I feel like, you know, my plight and your plight are like on the same level because your vehicle burned to the ground. Mine's got a little crack in the bumper. I think it even like popped some of the clips out. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, call us when you're on fire, Barnaby.
Right? Oh my God! No, my wife literally got hit by a deer yesterday. It literally, she stopped and the deer ran into her.
Wow.
And knocked the edge of the bumper off. Like, how does that even happen? It's ridiculous.
Wow. And a cat burnt down my house. A deer attacked your wife. I think something's going on right now.
Planet of the Apes, but with random animals.
Nature is healing.
My gecko turns on.
So wait, now Gimpy G, I mean, I'm looking at your Twitch profile. You're almost at 600 followers. Is that about where you were before this happened?
No. I was at 50 top before this happened.
We have 309 live viewers. Go follow Gimpy right now.
There's
Every
the shout
single
out.
one of you watch this. Open another tab. Go to Twitch TV / it's Gimpygod. Is it Gimpygod or Gimpy G on Twitch?
Gimpy
It's
G.
Gimpy G, right? Yep. So go to Gimpy G. Oh, there it is. Stream Elements. The bot is posting it in chat. Go there right now in another tab. You can hold down, what is it? Control and click the link and it'll open a new tab in your browser. See, learning stuff, right? Tech Talk. That's the geek out portion. Go follow him right now and make that number like instantly go up to like 900. Just do it.
Fantastic.
And then go to Twitter and follow him too. Like follow him everywhere because this is about exposure too, because he's gonna need it for the lawyers.
Am I?
I don't
I
think
have no idea. Am I?
I don't think he's that famous.
Obama following you.
Well, you are now.
Obama follows everybody.
Not me.
So
Wait, who's not following you?
Apparently,
Obama.
Barack Obama's apparently he's not following Gimpy G. Well,
Oh, okay.
I
that
gotta
was before this fire.
I gotta ask Gimpy, is there and thank you by the way for setting up the GoFundMe, getting people funneled there. Is there anything else that we might be able to do to help? I'm just going to ask you directly. I mean, because maybe there is something that we weren't previously aware of that we might be able to assist with. And just put it out to the community.
I don't know. My thoughts are, I just got to where I'd be able to play video games for the first time ever in my life, and that my PlayStation 5 died, and I know that's going to be impossible to replace. If you have any ideas on where would a guy like me go? Like right now, I have no idea how I'm going to take a bath, how I'm going to, I don't know, just get the care I need because everything's gone. So if anybody has any ideas of places to contact, anything, I'll take it. Anything.
Now, you should let them know where you're based, too, Gimpy.
I'm based 80 miles northeast of Denver in a small town called Fort Morgan, and it's like 15,000 people. We actually have a volunteer fire department. So,
Wow.
that, yeah.
Well, shout out to them, I guess.
So please contact him over on Twitter, guys, if there's like anything that you can do to help, or if you know anybody, if you can connect him to anybody that might be able to help with this stuff. Because like you said, I mean, that house was set up for you. Like if you needed a bath and stuff, you had a gantry system to like move you around, and you don't have that. Where are you staying, Gimpy? Like, where are you staying right now? Like, what is your living situation currently?
We were jammed into a comfort inn, which, you know, I think that's a bit of false advertising. That's just me.
I was just gonna say, man, I've been to a comfort inn, man. They're not even fun when you don't have to go there.
But there's literally no room for my chair, so I've been sitting in like a 5x5 little area in the corner. You know, you have prisoners bitch about solitary, and I'm like deep in solitary right now.
Is there some kind of like a home you could go to for the time being that has the facilities you need? Like, are there any kind of facilities around?
We've been reaching out a lot to like even hospice care for people who are dying and things, and we're not getting any answers or any even like positive reinforcement. It feels like they don't want to do things. Even like the nursing homes are not allowing people in because of COVID.
Oh, of course.
So they've shut down entry. Oh, that's kind of cool. There is a nursing home here that has been around since like 1890, and I think Doc Holliday had to go there for tuberculosis.
Oh, wow.
Because that's what it was, a tuberculosis treatment center.
Oh, wow.
So, because of the dry air in Colorado.
So right now with COVID and everything going on, that's making it difficult for you to even get stuff that may have normally been available like before all that. So you're in an extremely bad situation. Oh, yeah, this is even worse than I thought.
Yeah. And then that's what's really weird is the housing shortage is here too, because Denver, people are willing to commute all the way to Denver because you can buy a $200,000 house that would cost you $1 million in Denver.
Right.
So, and we need something like a ranch. Definitely no bi-level to tri-level. And so we're not having luck with that either. It hasn't been very long, so I'm hopeful.
Yeah, this happened like literally like a day ago, right? Or 2 days ago now? What is it?
Saturday afternoon, yeah.
Yeah.
And went until evening.
Another reason why I'm really involved in this too, like, I mean, other than the obvious reasons, is we literally advertised Gimpy G's live stream on Tech Talk.
Oh my God.
That's
right. And you were
Yep. Auxiliary has the autonomy to do whatever ads he wanted, and Gimpy apparently did a thing with him.
I
think we can arrange that.
So before this slips, D. Randolph 1976, David Randolph from Printed Solid says disabledholidays.com is a good site to find hotels with resources potentially for Gimpy.
Oh, that's cool.
Disabled Holidays.
David, do you think you could write this stuff down and like?
Yeah, let me. I'll send it to you to text.
Yeah, okay. anything that we hear in the stream, also, I'll try to do it. I'm not holding the phone up here, but if mods or anybody in the chat, it is switch back and forth like this whole ham bone isn't used to be held up this long. But no, if you guys hear any resources, like please write them down or keep them, present so that we can go back and write all the stuff down and give it to them. Because there's a lot of resources we're not even thinking about, I'm sure. And there's a lot of people that know about stuff that we don't know about, obviously, right now. And it's like, just knowing that stuff exists or hearing something like even the tiniest little innocuous thing that you might think somebody already knows, I mean, could be a lifeline right now. Because this is a shit situation. This is terrible.
Looks like a UK site, but it might. Can I put it? I guess I probably can't put a link in.
Yes, you can. You can.
You're VIP.
Yeah. No. Oh. Well, not just that, but links are open for anybody right now. It's basically.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's good.
There's a link in the Twitch chat now if you're definitely wants to have a look. But it's I'm sure there's got to be an American version of that too. There's got to be something like that.
Do you know if car rental places have disability bans?
They do.
I did go to Las Vegas one time, and then like with the lift and all that.
They do. I don't think they have a lot of them, but they do. I've oh gosh, what's the one that, because we went to last time I traveled, we went and got a car, and I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it was even in Indiana. And I remember they had 2 vans that looked like they had lift gates on them that you could rent. So yeah, so I think they do have them.
You to get special taxes for that. They must
in America.
Oh, Canada, right? Never mind.
Yeah.
No. So actually, no, I just remembered they might have something. So oh gosh, I'll have to look. Gimpy, after the stream, message me and I'll see if I can find the resource. But I know here in Washington, where I live, there was a service that you could get that was literally just a disabled taxi service that would take you to like doctor's appointments and to go to things that you needed to get to and transport you around. And it was even covered by insurance, because I remember my friend's mom used it. And they actually would come to your house, and they actually had a guy that was he wasn't just the driver, he was also like certified in CPR and working with people and moving people around. So I wonder if you have something like that similar in your area that you know you could access and insurance could cover.
Been looking around for that, but I was thinking I'm gonna have to reach out further than this town, because it seems like there's an information barrier about 5 feet out of town, and anything as far as knowledge goes won't cross that barrier.
Can you get a hold of your doctor?
Yes, and I haven't spoken to her yet, but she's the one that set up the shots and things because they're worried.
Okay.
I can barely breathe. Like it's extremely difficult. I have possibly 10%.
Oh man.
You mean all the time? Like generally?
All the time. Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't show. I think it does a little bit.
No, you never shut up.
Right?
That's the only tangible skill I have.
But he's got stamina too. Let's see, where were we? Yeah. One time I went to New York, I was on the Today Show, and swapped it with Kathy Lee Gifford, but that's a whole different story.
Ooh.
We'll talk about that on my stream. Yeah.
Wow. Another reason to follow Gimpy G.
Yeah.
True.
Okay,
True.
so
And I peed on her makeup table. So.
okay. Wow, is that an exclusive? Did we
That was
just
a teaser.
we just got an exclusive
too, huh?
sneak peek there?
You
So
look at her. Yeah.
All right, Chris,
Okay.
give us an update, man. What's going on?
yeah, so I wanted to give you an update. First of all, Britt, she said she used to work for the private and public ambulance system. She can help with transportation information, and I believe Britt and Gimpy have already been in touch with one another, or should be. And then,
Yep.
okay, Keys Beast says, have Gimpy check with the county welfare office. They should know the programs for the transportation and such. So the county...
And your doctor, too. The doctor
Right.
should know.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yes, there's something called County Express that takes old people, or it used to before COVID, from the nursing home to shop or whatever. And I think it's gone now because nobody would come. The ambulance offered to take me, but I had to leave the wheelchair. And I literally can't sit up or do anything if I'm not in the wheelchair. So that wasn't really an option. That's why we got the muscle car trailer thing to take me over here.
Yeah, just so you guys know, he's currently being transported in a trailer that you'd haul a car in. Like that's pretty like unsafe. Like I know it's like an emergency situation, you have to do it, but that is not an ideal situation if there's an accident or something.
It would be based if I was doing it for like, a stunt or something, but since we're just doing it, it sucks.
There you go. There's your next stream stunt right there.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dream stunt. Let me think. What else? Chris, I thank you so much for this because I used to watch you way back in the day on Tech TV and really enjoyed Call for Help and all that. The reason I said that is because chat has to drink when somebody says
Tech TV.
and Call for Help. So I'm trying to help. I'm trying to.
Chris.
Well, did you guys know that that's how Chris and I met? Was not through Tech TV, but because I was a fangirl of him back in the day. Well, actually, I was his troll first. We won't go into that. I was a troll. But I was too.
I got to LA. That's all I watched.
Wait, hang on.
So
What?
talked him online, dude.
Wait. What did David just say?
David, you still there?
Yes.
What did you just say before Chris was talking there? You said you used to watch Tech TV or something like that? Uh-oh. It says connection lost. Uh-oh, what's going on?
That was my thing.
Oh no, is it saying my battery's almost dead? There's no way it drained that fast. Uh-oh.
I think David used to watch Tech TV. I think that's
Great.
which is great. You probably saw me, and
I'm gonna go find a charger.
I was not on the. That's okay, Jerry. Don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I can hear you, so I will confirm what you say. He said he got a really cool perch, so he could watch you coming and going from your house. So that was really cool.
Such a liar.
What?
A liar.
Great.
Okay.
Great. By the way, we're $806 to getting you to 20,000. So we're less than $1,000 to 20K. So
Well, that's what my band cost back in 2019 when we got it.
Wow.
So that will probably replace that.
wow. Well, bit by bit, step by step, I'm reaching out to other people too. I mean, this is not the beginning and the end of trying to help get you what you need, and to better enable you to do what you need to get done. But I'm still waiting to hear back from a few other individuals about a couple of other things. Can't really talk about it, but I'm just saying this is not the only thing that I hope the community is able to do for you. And so
Boy, I really appreciate that, bud.
yeah, I mean it's not just a one and done and then moving on. Like, I'm going to still continue to make those connections, or as much as I can. Tech Banditry, I see it says, I was saying I watched Tech TV all the time when I first got to LA. Yeah, that's it was eons ago. Although my show didn't get as good airtime. Like, my show was the show they wanted to kill. My show was the one that
Like at 3:00.
yeah, no one ever. It was horrible. Like, they just it never. It always got seconds. It always came in a distant second. But the reason it survived is because it was informative. I felt it was entertaining, and it served an audience, despite being knocked
you're
around.
Being shy.
No, it's for real.
Pure animal charisma. You got the pure animal charisma that brought him in.
I don't know about that.
That's true.
Has he been streaming ever since? Like, did he go straight to streaming after Tech
No,
TV?
I can hear you, David. No, I mean, you're coming in and out, but yeah, I heard that. So I basically did Tech TV for 2 years, and after that stint wrapped, and for whatever it's worth, I was doing things before Tech TV, and kind of fell back into doing what I was doing before, and I'd been a content producer, like an independent. I was a creator before it was a thing. Doing.
You must have been a freaking child.
Well, I was 20, almost late 20s when Tech TV happened. So,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. Yeah. So, I moved to LA for like, maybe I was there for a year or so, and I hated it. I'm like, dude, as an entrepreneur, as someone who was used to just, driving his own destiny, either I got connected to the wrong people or just had the wrong vibe, but ultimately I was like, I can't do this. It didn't feel like it was my life anymore, and came up to Seattle, visited. It was right after one of my events that I was running, a tech event. The tech event where Will Wheaton and Steve Wozniak keynoted the event in 2004. And then I came.
I remember that.
What's that? You do you?
Yeah.
So that
was that just before he'd done his book, or just after he'd done his book? Will had written his first book.
He had just done it because he did a reading. He did an excerpt.
It was.
Yeah, this is definitely before YouTube. I don't know if YouTube would have been around if I would have stuck in LA, but like, I moved up to Seattle. I've been doing content business for 20 plus years. I've done a lot of things within it, but then Ustream launched. So I was doing my own thing, but then Ustream launched alongside Justin TV, and Justin TV became Twitch. So my
Right.
my Twitch account, if you go into chat and you type in bang account age, it'll tell you how old your account is. So I'm like 14 years old on Twitch. So I signed up right around just one word, no space. And so I've been around that long. And so I was doing live streaming back then, and then YouTube, I dumped videos over there, but I've always been more of a live streamer. Always been, because I always loved live. It's why I worked really well on radio or on TV. I can host, I can interact. So I've been doing content since before and after. And I kind of took I guess a kind of a break or so for a few years, and you know, just because I felt like how Twitch wasn't ready for this type of content because it was still gaming. YouTube was something that I could never really do because I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a video producer, and so I was still trying to find my place, and then ultimately 3 or so years ago, Intel hired me to help with some community efforts. So right now I do both content, but I'm also helping Intel, or I work for Intel, but helping them with certain efforts as a day job, which I love. It's very fulfilling, but in a different way.
World.
Yeah. So that's.
And you also vlogged like every day for how many years?
Yeah, I vlogged. I did that for 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Dude, you were the most hardcore person I ever knew. Like out of all the vloggers that I knew, you were the guy that, like, I even got the same camera as you. Like I remember you were the one that actually did the vlogging. Remember, I got the same crazy little like monster camera that was pieced together by like some guy you knew.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was wild west, man.
I mean, the thing that kind of puts me on the outs with technology is that I've always looked at it differently, David. I don't look at it, and this is much to the same reason I'm more of a software enthusiast than a hardware enthusiast. I don't geek out over the same things. So even when I've uploaded videos to YouTube, usually they're all over the map, like Lego videos and Star Wars videos and vlogs and the things that you're not supposed to do on YouTube, right? You know, and so even when I talk about technology, it's very shoot from the hip, very live to tape, very not produced, not commercial, and it doesn't really play to the YouTube type of culture. The YouTube culture is very spit and polished, perfect pixels, looks like a commercial, you know, over produced, and so
like that didn't used to be like that.
No, it didn't. It didn't. You could fart around on YouTube, and then it changed. And honestly, it burned me out, like, because I can't play that game. I don't want to play that game.
Well, that's why I like Twitch. I was introduced to Twitch by my son. And I was terrified of it because I'm an actor. Like I need lines. I like people writing stuff. So it's funny. It's by accident. Yeah, exactly. But my son got me doing it, and then it's been an eye opener to be doing it with the kids now because of COVID. We've had to go online, and we started on Zoom, and it was just boring as all hell because it was just another class for them. Yeah. Then we started streaming it, and oh my God, it just came alive. Yeah. You got the chat going, you got the kids interacting, it's just like I heard you talking while I was walking the dog, where you were just saying how it becomes like a part of your. It's almost therapy to some extent.
Yeah, it's cathartic because you get a chance to get out whatever's on your mind. You know, obviously you've got to self-filter, but it's where I've always found much more comfort in being myself. And there are times that I'll set a stage because I know I'm going to record a video, but I much prefer these dynamic conversations, tuning into them or doing them. Twitch became viable a couple years ago when they did the just chatting category took off like 2 years ago, and they tried to move past the gaming thing. And because I'm not a gamer, you'll rarely see me do any kind of game. Sorry, Gimpy, you're never going to be able to battle me because it's not going to happen.
Okay, I get motion sickness, so I can't.
Me too. Motion sickness buddies. Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, we should just do like a Dramamine like stream.
Let's all pump some Dramamine and play some Beat Saber, man. Come on.
Actually, I heard Bonine. I started taking Bonine. Someone recommended it. It's like Dramamine, but it's got less side effects, or fewer side effects, I should say. boning.
Yeah, I mean, I can not get sick, but I also can't play the game.
Yeah, me too.
Like 10 minutes after something goes by me, I'm like, whoa. Whoa.
I will find a way to get you into VR, David. And honestly, Gimpy, we should get him in VR too, because especially if he's boxed up in a small spot, we could put him in an auditorium, you know?
So I've got an update for
What are my issues here?
Sorry, not to talk over everybody, but I got an update. Zach M. Rutledge, who's a streamer here on Twitch, part of my stream team. Zach just donated $600, and that brings us to 19,744 as of right now. So we're just a few hundred shy.
This is
20.
crazy. Should we give away one of the cards just to get everybody a little excited? Like
we can give away one. Yeah, why not?
I think we should, because we should give away one of those printed solid $100 cards so that
we can
people
do that. Bang ticket to enter.
Am I allowed to win?
Yeah,
sure. Bang a ticket, David. Come on. Bang it.
Bang those tickets.
Hey, just so you guys know too, we are so close to $20,000, which happens to be the cost of the mobility van, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that it? More than that?
Well, it's like the poor people Camaro one.
Their audio is really bad, Jerry.
We need to get them something safer and something better. So this is awesome.
A little less shag carpeting.
Yeah, less old shag carpeting.
I mean, the de-fleeing of that Camaro is going to cost you like that. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard this, but I've done 3 TV interviews for local news.
Whoa.
Well, Denver news. Yeah. And they have no idea what Twitch is. I mean, it's been up 14 years or whatever. They have no idea. Now, what's this streamification you're talking about?
Just say you're a YouTube influencer.
Yeah, and then they said, which I think they opposed me because they said a streaming service called Twitch saved his life. So I'm like, okay, that's advertising you can't buy. So
that's a good one to go with.
Yeah. Local news anchors.
One of his rocket ships.
You're right, Chris.
I stopped. Honestly, for years they would call me up and say, "Hey, could you do a little segment on such and such and so and so?" And I did it for a little while, and then I realized every single time they would flub some fact, and it was comedy. I'm like, I stopped watching local news altogether. I'm like, dude, what's the point? When I hear something that I know and they get the facts wrong, I can only imagine what else they're getting wrong. So yeah, I stopped local news.
No, I feel like they're the OG clickbait, because I remember when I was a kid, I want to say I was 11 years old. I was on the second page of the Bremerton Sun newspaper, and it said 12-year-old genius hacker takes over local digital bulletin board system or whatever and destroys it completely. What? And it's like, dude, that's not, no, somebody used my password and logged in and deleted the hard drive, deleted files off the hard drive. It isn't some mastermind thing. I didn't do it though, but it still is one of those weird things where it's you could tell that they were twisting the words to make it sound like I was like, oh, some evil genius hacker child broke into the NSA. Yeah, in a hoodie, of course. Totally had a mustache.
So I'm going to close the giveaway now. And we're going to
close the giveaway.
Yep. Here we go. Drawing the first recipient, and that is Breadcraft10, who I know has been a follower in this channel for a bit. So hopefully Breadcraft10 is here.
My God, Breadcraft makes me want. I'm hungry now.
Me too.
Something out of a loaf of bread.
So Breadcraft10, you better claim it. You better claim it, bro. $100 gift card.
Too late.
Solid.
I'll take it for him.
Yeah, Breadcraft is my alt, Chris. Just send it to me.
I'm looking for their handle furiously, Breadcraft. And this was the reopened one.
Should have better tools for this stuff.
They should.
Actually, they're too busy rewriting all their code now, right? Because didn't they get
this is Stream Elements. Twitch doesn't really do it natively, but you use Stream Elements to manage giveaways and other fun stream things that usually. So this is this kind of Breadcraft is here. Just message or whisper Pez Liz. So congratulations. Yeah, usually my streams you know, interacting with chat and we're doing other fun things. This is definitely, you know, somewhat different. We have other things that happen in the screen. We do charades, all that fun stuff. We'll go ahead and let's do the drawing for the second one. Sorry, Gimpy, I hear you, but I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, it's just to let you guys know there are going to be some talking over because we have 4 people in here and we're all at different legs over different types of connections. So just understand we're not talking over each other on purpose. It's just how it all gets mixed together. So it's a little tricky.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh yeah, David's doing it on purpose.
Okay, here we go. Gonna draw the second one. Boop. And
wait, do I have sound effects? I think I have sound effects. Hold on here. Listen.
What the hell was that noise?
That that engineered. That engineered. That engineered.
That's a good one.
That engineered. If you are
Chris,
here,
what do you
and I
want?
believe they are. Well, nice. Oh, they are here. Great. So
three?
Just PM, or sorry, whisper Pezliz, that engineered. You are the recipient of the $100 gift card from printedsolid.com. I'm going to mark that giveaway as complete, and I'm going to start the I guess it'd be the 4th and final giveaway of the night. This is going to be for the Prusa Mini that they are providing.
I'm in on that one.
This is what you've all been waiting for.
Someone on this world. Sorry, Gimpy, what was that?
I was just saying, I can't wait to see who in chat gets it.
Yeah.
These are awesome.
I hope it's one of my alts.
Really good community, Chris.
Chris has a good community. He really does.
Yeah,
Well,
he does. Yeah.
It's constantly growing, constantly bringing new people in. Always happy. Yeah, you got to keep it positive though. That's so I'm happy to be surrounded by positive people and having really good support too. Because it's just me in front of the camera, just like Jerry. It's you in front of the camera, but it's the community that helps make things happen.
It is. If I didn't have people to talk to, it wouldn't work.
David, you probably feel the same way.
Miss Liz, shout out to Miss Liz. Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. I got Cal the Hammer. I mean, Ruby K. It's amazing. They're just I can't get over. I couldn't get over the community, and I thought like, is this just a Stargate thing or something? Like, what is it? But I can't get over. Like, it's just weirdly non-competitive, incredibly supportive. Like, I'm absolutely amazed. And the people you meet, to me, it's the closest thing I've found to Twitter.
Yeah.
It's the thing I love about Twitter is I know it can be a cesspool and everything, but for me, it's just the best way to meet. Like, you just get access to people I would never talk to otherwise. Like, in all different areas. Because I don't, actors are boring. I like people who are like doing, science, or just something different.
Yeah.
And Twitter's been amazing at that. And now I find the same thing with same thing.
I taught
school environment. Yeah, go.
I taught high school and college, and Twitch feels a lot like that. So you have back and forth, you have participation because I would force that, and people enjoy it eventually. and the more you can get that chat talking with each other and to you, that it just really it feels good.
It does.
There's like nothing more exciting than watching people in chat make connections and start their own thing.
Right.
You start seeing things happening in chat. That's like Barnacle. So Gimpy G, you reached out about assistive tech of some sort, right? And then Barnacle was streaming, and I was like, oh, shit, like I love that stuff. So because that was one of the things, Chris, with my Tech Bandit, assistive tech is the kind of technology that kids get right away. They totally understand it. All of a sudden, they're seeing a reason for the technology that they're learning about. Oh, look, this can help the blind see. This can help, people who have partial limbs move. This is, there's so many cool assistive tech stuff, and they just dive right into that. As I saw that, I've had that's like a big thing for these things.
Well, you're
amazing. Joining us all the time.
And you say, you don't know if it's because of Stargate or whatever. I tell you, keep in mind, Tech TV was 2 decades ago. 2 decades ago. To this, every day, it is a joke. It's why it's a drinking game. Damn near every day in this stream, someone jumps in, starts following, and says, wow, I haven't seen you since Tech TV. But there's a curse. Here's what happens. What happens is when people jump in and say they remember me from Tech TV, they never show up again. They join, they follow, they say hi, and you never see them again. So it's a curse. They remember it from 20 years ago. I'm like, yeah, great, I'm doing this every day. And then crickets.
Hey, I stalked you to completion, Chris.
You did. You're rare. You're a rare breed. Yeah.
The thing about Tech TV though is that it was while it was more back and forth than a lot of other TV at the time, it was still one of those things you watched, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think there's that, like, the chances are there probably is lurking, right? I mean, is that not?
Oh yeah, for sure. And before I forget, let's go ahead and make sure that everyone knows there's the new giveaway, that the Prusa Mini Plus giveaway. It won't exactly trigger immediately, but I tell you what, we've got 81 of y'all who've entered tickets, so bang ticket to enter to get in on that. And the Streambots is still catching up. Worldwide giveaway, gift from Prusa. And the thing that's going to trigger this, not to happen immediately as soon as it happens, but as soon as I want to see us get Quad Squad on GoFundMe to 20,000. That's when I cannot imagine getting as far as we did. But let's get that 20,000. That's what I want to see.
Incredible.
We're almost there. We're almost there. I'm even going to tweet out yet again. I've been spamming this thing the entire time. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to say, we're about to give away the Prusa Mini 3D printer. So you're going to want to come in here right now. Also,
I suck at dual screen. I got to get better at this.
Whoa. Hey, we'll get there, David.
Takes practice. Zach says he'll match a donation up to $250, so we've got a match right there, a potential matching. So he's going to match any donation up to $250.
This is awesome. We're going to do it. We're going to do this.
I think we're a stone's throw. We're now at 865, 19,865. And again, if I miss people, and it's not intentional because there's a lot of moving parts. It's difficult to keep up with chat and, give shout outs and make sure everyone gets the credit they deserve. Just know that what you're doing is the ultimate focus, right? It's that you were participating and contributing to helping bring life back to some degree of normalcy. My life is never normal, so I could never say that about myself. So Judith Oswalt has donated 100. Matthew Bland, Will Preston, Jason Livington. So we are basically, here's the thing. We're almost at a $20,000 amount for you, Gimpy G, but just shy of $7,000 raised over the course of these 2 hours. 7,000.
Man, I can't even believe that.
What was it at this morning, Gimpy G? Like, where were you at? I remember looking in this morning.
It was 11. I saw it.
11. Wow.
This is just wild. Yeah.
I'm funny. You and Chris advertising, even though it was going to happen, kind of boosted it. That's how it went from 11 to 13, and then now it really took up. I feel like it was you guys anyway that got it going.
And you know what? I think it's one of those things where it's like a lot more people know about this. Like, I've seen tons of people in chat say that they're just hearing about it or they just saw the tweet. And I've been seeing that throughout the stream. And these are people that are going to keep an eye out for you, Gimp. And they're going to want to see you back in front of the camera and streaming on your Twitch, dude, even if it's from your freaking iPad, It's like get on there and keep this going. Do it.
Last night when they went to sleep, it was $9,000.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah, before we started the stream, when I looked at it last night, I refreshed it. I think it was at 1 p.m. It was 11,000 and change. So, and we're just about to cross. I mean, literally, come on, guys. We're almost there. We're at $19,865. We are almost there.
And that's when... And by the way, same old Shane. Shout out to same old Shane. He's another streamer here. He does 3D printing as well. He does mecha stuff, like big robot stuff. If you don't know Shane. But,
and huge shout out to him too for running point on the Prusa Mini too. So Shane.
Yeah, Shane. Shane ran point. And I think Krusty may have helped bridge that gap as well.
3,200 folks.
Did we make it?
Yeah.
No, did we? Hold on.
Oh,
Refreshing.
yes. I hit refresh.
20,205. 20,000.
20,000. Potentially, I can't make this leap, but it would be pretty outstanding if it wasn't, or it'd be, I think, difficult to see it coming from any other direction. This group of people watching tonight from a variety of communities, everybody's community coalescing to support another community, has potentially raised a total of 7,000. Zach threw in another 200, so that's a total of $800 from Zach M. Rutledge. He's also here on Twitch. Zach M. Rutledge. There's a shout out for Zach. He's a Lego streamer, brick builder, a video producer, an amazing. He's another amazing supporter of creators across the platform. So
I just got some military Lego guys. They're cool.
Dude, this is crazy. This is so crazy.
We did it. We did it.
We got to get you streaming again, though. So how do we? Is there a way that I was saying that maybe there's a way that we could stream from? We could stream from my house, but stream it to your stream with you as, like, let you run the stream, but run it maybe from my place or from someone else's at some point.
If it's possible,
you can stream from the iPad.
Is there a way to do that?
You can do it from the iPad. I've streamed from my iPad and from my iPhone. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it works good. And on an iPad, you have enough room to see the chat. So totally do it.
There are ways. There are probably ways to do it.
Jump on it while there's people there.
Yeah.
And we'll get some mods on you too, Gimp. We'll get Miss Liz in there. We'll get everybody, like, as long as I'm not streaming, let's get everybody on deck to go in there and help you with chat and to get your attention. Like, they can bring up Discord with a big font or something so they can get your attention on the big stuff. I mean, we got to get you streaming again, though. Like, I know it seems hard because everything that's going on right now, but I think it'd be a good distraction. I think people want to see what's going on. They want to hear about what's going on. And honestly, dude, how good is it going to feel to just, with all the frustration, everything going on with everything right now, to get in front of some people and just talk, man. Talking feels good. That's
cool.
Dude, just vent.
And
that works too.
We've got, like, there are people who are volunteering, known quantities volunteering to mod. So that's
Miss Liz already mods for him. So yeah, she's already, and that's
how come does Miss Liz like mod for everybody on the freaking internet?
She's like she's the default roadie for
everywhere.
all awesome live streams.
So Ms. Liz isn't a mod on my channel yet.
You should be though.
But we have our own Liz. Pez Liz. Pez Liz is our Liz.
Pez Liz.
Yes.
Don't you think that's funny though that we both have a moderator named Liz that like
funny.
runs the show?
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Mod for Boogie too. Oh my God! Seriously? Oh, Miss Liz mod for Boogie as well.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
She's cheating on me.
That was
Miss Liz, you cheating on me.
And by the way, that was I think tonight was the first night that Boogie. I don't know how he found the stream. I don't know how. Jerry, did you reach out to him because he's never rated me?
No, we follow each other and I tweet and we go back and forth on each other's posts. So I'm sure he saw it from me posting it.
He's never rated me. So
I had a really interesting video the other day about the whole sort of cancel culture stuff that I mentioned, and we went back and forth on a couple of things because it was just a really sort of fascinating and I thought quite intelligent take on, on what, how things are changing. And how we got to start to look at things a little different.
He's a very no BS kind of guy. Like I like that he's willing to speak his mind out there, and sometimes he takes a pretty good licking for it. But
so just some shout outs from comments here because I see their handles. Coda120 donated. Attila Hodrick also was watching tonight. Matthew Bland, Will Preston, aka Comic Age Clothing. Sorry, I'm seeing the names and I just want to make sure their handles or their names get mentioned. According to Liz, we have raised, again, I got to be careful because I can't prove it, but 7,134 has come from this particular live stream in the past couple of hours. So this was, one hell of a cause.
It's still hard to you. It's close to 10.
This is just awesome.
And Joel Telling just showed up, apparently.
Joel is the 3D printing god of the internet.
Pretty much.
Like maybe building something adaptive or whatever. I definitely talk to him. That'd be cool.
Oh,
Man,
Joel?
the 3D printing community is amazing at that.
Yeah, Joel does tons of projects. He just did you see his video with Neil Patrick Harris? Like freaking Doogie Howser, man. He went to New York and 3D printed, oh god, dude, he was making frames. He like custom like 3D printed frames on his vertical 3D printers that he has, the belt printers on the wall. And
I haven't tried the belt yet.
they're a trip, dude. They're just a trip. But yeah, he printed out all these parts and they built these massive picture frames and made them look like aged, like they were like ancient old Victorian picture frames that they put photoshopped image of Neil Patrick Harris and his husband. They put him in these pictures with the Photoshop faces on them of like these Victorian characters. It was awesome. It turned out amazing.
Yeah.
Like absolutely amazing. Go watch that video for sure.
All right. Let's watch that. God, there's so many people to follow now.
They're-
Chris, you're killing me.
Sorry, I find all the good people and I surface them.
Stop knowing all the people. That's why no one stays. They're like, oh, it's the guy from Tech TV. Who else should I watch? Okay,
Yeah,
bye.
exactly. That's that's the biggest problem. It's funny. There's so many people who start to stream because I try to do it every night at the same time. But then I look at all the people that I'm competing against, and we have community crossover, right? But all the more reason that I look for ways to connect with other communities, help push people to other communities, because potentially it comes back. Like it eventually it kind of comes back.
Yeah, everybody follow everybody. Let's just have a big old follower
Follow
fest.
it on.
Everybody follow everybody. We're not wanting to say who. Just everybody just follow everybody. If you see somebody in chat, go follow them.
So
Just everybody go follow everybody.
It's like everything, right? You find your little niches that work, and some days they're one niche, and some days they're another, and and I don't know, but like how do you deal with this, Chris? Are there days you just don't want to stream, and do you stream anyways, or do you not stream those days?
there are days. Well, okay, so like I said, this is gonna blow your mind. Back in the Ustream days, and people will remember me for this too. My live stream was 24/7. I had a camera set up.
What? I didn't know this.
Shut up, Jerry. You didn't know?
I did not know this. What? You did like a 24 Big Brother
Is there,
stream?
like naked Chris footage out there?
No. Well, there is, but that's a different story. Don't go Googling for naked pictures of Chris Perillo on the internet. That'd be great.
Doing it. Okay.
Don't. I shouldn't have said anything. It was for a sponsor. So anyway, I had a camera set up. It was only in this room, primarily in this room. So it was a controlled environment, and I just had it on all the time. And so I said, just come over and visit me, live.perillo.com. I've got a chat room. IRC was always popping. There was always some kind of interactivity, and the stream actually had the IRC chat in it. I mean, it was fun, and this is like eons ago. So I did that for the longest time, and then ultimately just realized I'm like, it's kind of run its course. I muted the stream, of course, at times when I didn't want the audio up, but it just didn't feel the same as it did, when I had started it. But I did that for a few years.
Dude, I couldn't do it. I could not.
It's not. Yeah, it's interesting, but I think that was at a time where it was unique. Now it's like there's nothing unique about it. Anybody can stream. You can stream from a phone. Like we're talking, this is a completely different era. And so now, even when I'm not feeling it, I go through the motions and do it because I realize it's not just me who has this time for myself to do something and to feel a sense of accomplishment. Like even if I got through a day that was tough at work, right? I can 3D print something and have accomplished something. So I've got this. It's a napkin ring, but I'm going to see if it'll work as my daughter, like a potential a bracelet for my daughter, although it may be too small. So I know I've got a sense of accomplishment waiting for me on the other side. Plus, when I get into it and I see how people are reacting, there are times, I'm not joking, we may get a hype train, and like that will boost my spirits because like, wow, people look forward to this, and even if I wasn't feeling it, they were feeling it for me. So that's that time that I always say, thank you for cheering 10, 100, whatever it happens to be. It counts because it's not validation. It's just saying that someone appreciates the time I'm spending with them, and it's a nice gesture in return. So that's the hump. I even when I'm not feeling it, that's the hump that I know when I'm on the other side, I don't regret doing it. There rarely have I ever felt that way.
I need to get back to the 3D printing.
Sorry, what?
Go ahead, Dave.
I was just saying it's not one way either, right? The chat, I find the chat will get you. You don't. So there's my assumption going in was like, you are the host. You are like this. You've always got to be. But the reality is, you've got this whole group of people on the right side of the screen scrolling by, and there's always something that comes up. There's always some tangent to go on. There's always someone doing something interesting, stupid or fun or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
No, what I love the most about streaming
from Gimpygod.
So the thing I love the most about live streaming is honestly, I can go into it with just a blank mind, like not even no topics, nothing I'm going to talk about. I don't get like anxious like I do when I shoot a video that I'm going to edit, where it's like, oh, you got to kind of know what's going on and think things through. When I start a live stream, it's just a blank canvas, and that chat just starts racing from the second I go live with all kinds of just questions, and it just steers me in directions, and it's just one continuously moving object that you just chase around for hours and hours and hours until you're exhausted. And it's crazy how fast time flies by because you just get so in the groove. And I love it. I absolutely love it. That's my biggest recommendation to people to live stream is like, even if you get a couple people in your chat that just, you know, you make friends, right?
Well,
you do.
That's the thing. You don't need 200. I mean, trust me, it's great. We've got 300 people or so watching, which is amazing. This is a good night for me. Like on an average night, you know, we might hit 70 to 100, right, and be right in that range. So it's not that amount of people. It's not the audience. It's the community. All it takes is, you know, 5 really good interactive people, and it's a good night. It doesn't take 50. It doesn't take 500. It takes people that are loving or taking in what it is that you happen to be laying down, and that's what makes it. Yeah,
actually, the bigger the stream, the less interactive usually.
They are, Jerry. They can be. Sorry, David. Go ahead, David.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I've also found Discord really interesting that way as well. The way you can bring people in and you have a whole other community there. But yeah, I do find if there's too many people, I feel like I'm missing out on stuff. I'm not. You know, people aren't getting the attention.
So
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Like so I like mixing things up. I'm starting to bring or planning on like once a week bringing a guest in just to kind of again keep things lively. You know, expand the community, expand reach. You know, bring people to at least this platform that I have, and increase their awareness. But when that happens, like tonight, I'm paying attention to the people I'm talking to, and I'm trying to pay attention to chat too. But you're right. You know, you can only pay attention to so many things at one time. I feel even with a lot of people in chat, I can keep up. But when it's talking with somebody else and chat, I can't process because it's just too much that's happening at once.
Yeah.
When we do tech talk, it's the same way. Like when it's auxiliary David and I, we just talk amongst ourselves, and like the engagement with chat is intermittent. Whereas when I do my stream on Twitch, where it's just me, it's 100% reading the chat the entire time.
Yep.
So it's like the chat becomes the co-host, right? I mean, that's literally what it comes down to, is the chat becomes the co-host to it. And I love both. I love both formats, but honestly, I love interacting with my friends and stuff like that. I look forward to Tech Talk every week, if I'm honest. Just that's my social day, like where I get to hang out with my buds and just talk about anything.
Okay. I'm going to let you guys keep talking. I got to go get Emperor Palpatine, because in this channel, when a hype train happens, like, because we got a hype train happening, Emperor Palpatine sometimes will make an appearance. And it's been a while, because I was doing the disgusting candy corn challenge a while ago, like for Halloween. Ugh. And I'm out of candy corn, so now Palpatine's coming back.
Go get it. Hey, Miss Barnacles, if you happen to be watching, I think she is, could you bring up Grogu? I got a Grogu, and I think we need to show off the animated Grogu for the hype train. Yeah, dude, it's like the little Yoda dude from the Mandalorian.
Yoda. I can't, like, why are you thinking of my name? It's so confusing for me. You know?
I don't know why, but Yoda sounds cool. Like, you know, but Grogu, I don't know. I think they could have done better. I know I'm gonna get destroyed for this, but what do we got here? Oh, he is the Palpatine.
I am the Palpatine. That's right.
Disney takes the stream down.
That's Darth Vader's theme. What is wrong with you, Jerry?
Wait, they got their own theme? What?
That is Darth Vader's theme.
I guess I don't know anything about Star Trek.
Did the Emperor get...
Jerry!
Emperor, did you get your own...
Go ahead, David. Sorry.
Did the Emperor get his own theme?
No, it's fine.
His own what? Sorry?
Thank you, Andy.
But did he have his own theme?
Theme. He does. Oh.
Sounds like he's clearing his throat.
Oh, I'm throat singing, Jerry.
Grogu can kick your ass.
What? How dare you?
Okay, why is Grogu not working?
I didn't. Jerry doesn't know how to use his Grogu. Oh, look at Jerry. I love technology. I do tech streams. Tech. I can't figure out how to use a toy.
I got him. Come on, Grogs.
Yeah,
There we go.
He's not using the Force on me right now. He's just nodding and blinking. I can do that. That is not outrageous at all.
I forget how you get him to... Oh, no. I know how to do it. You got to push 3 times. There we go.
That's right.
Okay,
Tap
do the
his head
Force
3
touch.
times.
Do the Force touch. Here he goes. Come on. Come on, Yodes. Come on, bro. Is he going to do it?
You can do it.
There we
Oh,
go.
Here it is.
Yep.
He's going to force... Oh,
Yep,
oh,
he's,
there it is.
he's using the Force on me. Oh, we have our own... Jerry, we have our own Grogu here. We
Wait
have
a
our...
second.
No.
Wait, we got Lord... So we got Lord... sorry, Palpatine,
Yes.
we have a Jedi, and we have a Grogu.
That's
all
right.
in frame right now.
This is my daughter, Jedi. Well, my granddaughter, I guess. And she's brought her own Grogu. The same... Is this... Oh, yes, it's the same Grogu. The snacking Grogu. That eats and coos. Can you hear the cooing?
Cookies.
This thing is the cutest thing I've ever owned. I love it.
Jerry's got one, too.
Grandfather?
Yes?
He's so cute. He's so
You're
cute.
going to use the Force?
No, how do I?
How you pat Grogu's head 3 times.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll get him first. There you go. Come
There
on,
you
get him,
go.
Grog.
By the way,
Get him, Grog.
the giveaway for the oh, thank you, Jedi. The giveaway for the 3D printer is happening. If you type in "bang ticket" in chat, you will be entered to possibly get it. If it's you, bang ticket to enter. Thank you, Grogu. Although
Bang the ticket, guys. You heard the man.
I may hand you back to Jedi for safekeeping. Because, see, I am evil and you are not. You're literally the opposite of evil. You're very nice.
Well, you're the uncle of him.
I'm the uncle of Grogu. I'm Grogu's uncle.
It's not working.
It's not working. Oh, is it too small? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It doesn't work.
It's too small. It's a napkin ring holder. So let me see your hand. I may have to try to reprint it. Yeah,
That's the great thing
substantially
about
larger.
3D printing is if it doesn't work, you just alter it and print again.
That's right.
That's all you do.
Yes.
David has enormous sausage fingers, so that might work as a ring.
Good work, but yeah, it's true. It's true.
David has sausage fingers? Ooh, that
You know-
sounds like a hashtag.
One of the first things that I printed for my son was that he wanted me to print was this knife, one of those grip knives that have the little thing for each one of your fingers.
Yeah.
So I printed this thing out, and he was so excited, and I was so excited. And he put it on his hand, and then we spent the next 2 hours trying to cut him out of it.
Oh, geez.
Oh no, that's not good.
That was my wife's first experience with me doing 3D printing with the kids.
Oh boy, no. It's something that someone said they're fine.
If you guys do a large crash, I'm okay.
Okay. Hopefully we do not hear a crash from Jerry. This is a napkin ring holder. So I didn't know what else we could use this for instead of a napkin ring holder. I don't want to print others, but I want to see if I can get it, the diameter a little wider. Maybe 75%.
How long does that take to print?
What's that, David?
How long did it take to print?
Oh, this? Maybe 2 or 3 hours? Maybe 2-ish? Not that long. Usually I 3D print Star Wars stuff. So, like, I got a Darth Vader figure that articulates. And he's got a cape and his legs go out.
Nice.
Fun.
And he does what you tell him to, not like the real Darth Vader.
Exactly. The real Darth Vader sucks.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes, you heard me. The real Darth Vader sucks. I'm saying it right now.
Barnacle has managed to make Darth Vader look cross-eyed.
Because it's him.
I forgot I had that.
By the way, if we get through a level 5 hype train, I will make Chris Perillo do a barefoot Lego brick walk. If we get through the level 5, everyone gets points and a brick walk.
That hurts. We're almost there. We're almost there. Level 5 hype.
It
We're almost
hurts.
there.
Like, that's why I'm going to make Chris do it, not me. My feet are pristine. I will not sacrifice my feet.
100%. That's it.
Wait, what?
Okay, well, good. I can't wait to see. Chris is going to do it. He has no idea, because I froze him over there in carbonite. It was a very quick process. And I'll unfreeze him.
He's in the freezer.
He pretty much. Yeah, next to the fish sticks. So let's give everybody some points. Let's give everybody 10 million points. Because, you know, you could use them to gamble and play with and duel each other. Some Republic credits for everybody right now. The hype train is complete.
Is it worth as much as Squid Game coin?
Is it worth as much as Squid Game? I suppose it could be.
You didn't hear about Squid Game coin, man?
It's it crashed.
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but it crashed. It crashed. Yes, it started and it crashed.
Dude, it went to like $2,000 some in like 10 minutes and went down to 0.0.
Nothing.
Like, no kidding.
Oh my God.
Nothing.
Just pump and dump now.
It is.
That's all it is. Okay, I'm going to go get Chris, tell him the good news, and then we're going to see him do a barefoot Lego brick walk.
Oh, this is getting kinky. Now. I feel like this went from a charity stream to something on OnlyFans or something.
Yeah, it's suddenly gone very OnlyFans.
Oh my gosh,
no.
dude. Get the cubes,
Emperor
man.
Palpatine forgot he was wearing headphones.
Oh, did you walk away with the cable connected? You walked away with the cable connected, didn't you? Oh.
Emperor Palpatine's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. All right, what do we I got to do a Lego walk. Are you kidding me? Okay, I need to go get Lego bricks then.
Wait, I'll get them.
All right, you're going to get them?
Oh, man,
Okay,
Jedi is like all in on hurting daddy. She's like, yes, Lego walk. Do we get the nails at level 6?
Well, she'll do it too. Watch her. She'll do it too.
Well, she weighs like 35 pounds.
I know,
man.
I know. But those bricks hurt so much. Bang ticket! Bang ticket to enter the 3D printer giveaway. Still happening tonight. Courtesy of Prussia. And thanks for the hookups, whoever was responsible for making that happen. We now sit at, if I hit refresh, 20,455 on the GoFundMe for Quad Squad, raising over $7,000 tonight. I'm doing a Lego brick walk here. Hang on, where did Jedi go?
Oh, can you guys all go on Twitter right now and try to get Mr. Beast in here to double that number?
Mr. Beast would explode it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we need a Mr. Beast visit.
Okay. I will not be able to hear y'all when I'm doing the stuff over here, so you can keep you can keep talking. Okay, great.
We'll hear your stream.
Great, thank you. Host the stream. All right. Let's see.
And this is the Chris Perillo walking on Lego bricks. Yeah. I don't know. Do I have a good sound effect for this? Hold on. Let's see. You guys probably couldn't hear that through the phone. Could you guys hear that on stream?
You got the Lego out and everything.
Oh, here we go. We're doing it. Hey, in chat, did you guys hear that clapping sound effect like that I played, or is that not going through? Oh, you did? You heard that? Oh, wow. Whoa, look at this. We got mobile cam? What's going on here? Look at this guy. It's like he knows what he's doing.
I need my Dramamine.
So I can describe it to you, Gimpy. So can you see it?
I cannot.
Okay, so Gimpy, it's basically Chris Perillo pointing a mobile cam at the floor, and he's gonna dump Legos. Yep. Oh, dude, so he's putting down jagged Legos. All right, David, give us the blow-by-blow here.
nightmare, but like an entire row of it.
This is madness.
This is madness. Somebody stop this man.
Humanity. Humanity.
What have you done?
I know. No socks. Who are you making up the rules?
Actually,
Now, wait a sec. But like maybe for Gimpy, it's not that exciting for you because the Lego's not on fire.
Can they see it in the quad view here?
I feel like you guys need to see Gimpy.
All right, here we go.
Here, you guys need to see Gimpy while this is happening.
Careful, don't
Here we go.
Ready? Hey, watch out. Wait, are you? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Do it.
You ready? Give me a thumbs up, Jerry, if you're ready.
Do it, man. Do it.
Here we go.
Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, look at that barefoot, too.
If I stepped on that, like the Lego would just absorb.
They're stuck to my feet!
Oh.
Ow!
Oh, come on. Oh,
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, that's what we do with hype trains when we get through level 5 here.
Now, do you keep blood on site, or how do you do that?
Yeah, Chris. Do you keep blood on site? You know, for the transfusion when that happens?
Oh my God! I can mold a Lego brick with the impression in my foot right now.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Putting the blades down, the blades of Lego. That was impressive.
Oh.
I like how Chris found the one way to skirt the self-harm rule on Twitch. Walking on Legos.
Well, Lego bricks are fun.
Is there a self-harm thing on Twitch?
There is, but I'll tell you the only reason why I know there's a self-harm thing is because I put remember Bat Knife? Who here remembers Bat Knife?
Oh yeah,
Bat Knife. Remember this guy? Yeah, I put it on a robotic arm and had it stab at my face.
Right.
And somebody reported it, and Twitch was like, you can't stab yourself in the face with a knife. But I'm like, it's a computer arm and it's calibrated to only go so far, and it's meant to look bad, but it's not. And I was never in any danger at all. But they're like, no, sorry, that still counts.
Yeah. It doesn't like it. Exactly.
Really?
Well, their argument is like, oh, what if the programming went wrong and it like moved too far or something like that? I'm like, dude, it imparts like 60 grams of force. I'll be fine.
And you can imagine just how many people would watch that.
He did too. That was another reason why I got reported. Is I literally had I think 1,800 live viewers because every time people use so many channel points, this thing would just come thrusting at my face in the middle of the stream without warning.
Wow.
And it had a cam on it too. I remember that. It had a GoPro sitting on the knife, so you just saw the GoPro and a first-person view with the knife sticking out, coming rapidly at my face. I actually can't complete that sentence.
Wow. On
Twitch, but anyways, it was yeah, those were the days back when I used to do the DJ Barnacle streams. I think that was before your time, David.
Yeah, whatever happened to I haven't spoken to those guys for ages. The arm guy.
Yeah, HD Robotics.
Yeah, they got bought. They're like some huge.
No, they're still hitting it hard, man. I still talk to Todd and Kent pretty frequently. So absolutely, man. I'll get them back in the loop. Yeah, because they're doing some great stuff, and the HD arm is awesome. The new one. Chris, have you seen the robotic arm?
I see. I don't follow a lot of the robotics. That's all you. That's all the gadget people. I'm old school.
Yeah, no, HD Robotics is a company out of Nevada that's ran by like two really, really passionate guys that are into robotics. And they created a fully 3D printable robot that uses like a FPGA that you can source off the shelf, harmonic drive you can source off the shelf. For now, they use a new one that you can even 3D print. So, but they sell the kits to build them, or all the stuff's open source online. Like if you want to go build your own, but they're super capable.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you can build your own if you wanted to. I mean, it ends up costing almost about the same as what they sell the kit for because of their costs and stuff, mass producing. In
I want to do their buildcation. Their buildcation where you actually go down to Las Vegas and you build. You just they walk you through the build. You build it yourself and you leave with like an arm.
Dude, they would do it anytime. If I Todd, he's been trying to get me down there forever. Right now, unfortunately, my health doesn't really allow me to do much as far as like traveling and stuff. But when it gets a little better, let's do it, man. Let's go down there and do the buildcation. I think it'd be awesome.
Speaking of building,
in Vegas.
What's that, Chris?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt David.
No worries.
No, it's good. I'm actually gonna have to fly very soon because it's almost midnight here.
Yeah, dude, it's late where you're at.
Wow.
I got a kid who's gonna be up at a not forget the kid. I got a dog that's gonna be licking my face at 4 a.m.
Yay! Well, thank you for hanging. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
David,
Yeah.
it was awesome, dude.
If you start doing the guest thing, please.
Yeah.
I'd love, well,
Count-
either way, with or without a stream, I'd love to chat anyway.
Count on it. Count on it. Count on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Done.
Well, we will do that for sure. And Barnacles, thank you so much, for jumping in on this stuff.
Dude,
Gimpy
David,
G.
thank you for introducing me to Gimpy because he's a hell of a guy.
Thank you.
You'll never get rid of him now.
I just use the ban button. I just use the ban button. It's fine.
And Gimpy G, dude, we got to figure out. We'll figure out something wise. I'm a little more free now. So
Totally.
Good.
all right, guys. Look, thank you, and everybody, thank you so much. So awesome. We're going to be hearing a lot more from Gimpy G, I guarantee you. So
Yep, go follow Tech Banditry.
Here's a shout out again.
Hey, man, we're having a what do we refer to it as? We're all just everybody follow everybody.
A follow-thon.
follow off. Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, give the family,
Cool.
give the family our best. David, get out of here, dude.
Love
Bye.
you.
See you, man.
Audio's a
He's
little
like-
fuzzy, but I got him.
looking for the button. He's gonna find it. He's looking for it. I'm giving you the blow by David's still looking for the button to disconnect. He hasn't found it
No
yet.
worries. I'm going to start closing the giveaway. So this is your last chance.
Yep.
Bang ticket.
guys. Yeah, you're still not gone, David. Find that button. Come on, bro. You can do it.
Bang ticket.
Skype isn't even running.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Skype,
hang
there's
on.
nothing running on my desktop except
Oh
Skype.
boy.
Yeah, and then not even Skype. So there you go.
Okay, I don't even know how that's possible, but you're gonna have to kill the computer.
Shut me down, baby. I'm shutting
Just
you
kill it,
down.
man. Just kill it.
Tech support. What are you going to
All right,
do?
later, Dan. All right, bang ticket, guys. Bang ticket in the chat. Do what everybody else is doing. Get in this giveaway. We're
Bang
gonna give away
ticket.
a Prusa mini printer. Prusa mini 3D
We're
printer.
getting ready to do it, people. I'd say this is the moment you've waited for all night, but let's face it, the moment has been the entire night. Over $7,000 raised for the GoFundMe campaign, and every person counts on this. This is absolutely fantastic.
Every person.
Yeah,
Even
no,
if
this
you
is
just
really cool.
Retweet it. That's great.
So
No, this has been amazingly successful. Like I'm very, very
Yeah.
proud of this. This is amazing.
I'm impressed. Like I seriously.
While we're waiting for all the bang tickets, do you want to read out some of the last donations in the 30 minutes on the GoFundMe?
What can I? And then Liz wants to do if you want after the 3D printer, there's going to be a Canadian candy giveaway. I don't know if that's U.S. and Canada only with Liz, but there'll be another little bonus giveaway after
We'll give
that.
away everything we can, man. We'll give away cars, houses, bear bonds, whatever. Man.
I don't know about that. In terms of names, I just see Steph McCampbell and Joseph Cisneros. They've and a couple of more anonymous donators on there. But I mean, we pretty much we're at we've helped it get pushed to 20,455. So just over $20,000 tonight, it's at that level, which is. Let me put it this way. Like I said, I didn't know if we were gonna hit 200 or 2,000. So this completely blew my expectations out of the water. Like completely, utterly.
No, this turned out killer.
May I say, I want. Look, is that okay?
Yeah, go for it,
Yeah.
Gimpy. Give us a monologue, bro.
I want everybody to know that this is not money wasted. I've always pushed my whole life. When I went to high school, the counselor told me, well, you can just stay in high school till you're 21 because you're not going to do anything anyway. And that was literally said to me. So, and I graduated third in that class, and then I graduated college, summa cum laude. And so I always push. I've run for mayor, taught school, was an administrator at college. So this is money well spent. I will not waste this opportunity.
And we know you won't, Gimpy. We wouldn't be doing it if we thought you would.
Dude, that, and trust me, the best is yet to come, dude. Like, I mean, this is a tragedy. That's the best word to use here. But I think you're seeing a potential new community blossom around you, even in what you're facing right now. Like, there are people who are chomping at the bit for you to get back and going and getting everything that you need and then some, because you've connected with a whole bunch of very supportive people. I'm always happy to support other streamers, but really happy to support streamers who have that type of attitude. Can do. Sign me up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I don't know too many people that are as go-getter as you are given your situation. So, and especially with all the crap that's happened. Like I said, the thing that really stood out to me throughout this entire thing was you actually messaged me, and after everything that happened, wished me a happy birthday, even checked on me the next day after your house burned down. Like, dude, like that's crazy. Like you're a super emotionally generous person. You're thinking about other people instead of yourself, especially when you're in a situation. Like, imagine, I guess if I had to try to like put myself in your situation, like where you rely on other people just to survive. Like if somebody doesn't get you food, you don't eat. If you don't have a chair, you don't move. If you don't, it's like you rely on those people to do that. It would be like you going out in the middle of the ocean right now in a boat, and somebody just leaves you there with no motors, no oar or anything. It just says, see ya. It's like you are. Yeah. I can't even imagine what that must feel like. And the fact that in that situation, instead of screaming at the top of your lungs, trying to push other people's heads underwater to try to stay afloat, you're like, hey, how you guys doing? Like, I mean, it's like it's wild, dude. It's like, I think that's the outlook that really hit me in the heart, is when one, it was seeing the fire had happened, but the other thing was seeing that you were still, being active. You were still being, you didn't just blow up. You didn't just like completely, and that would have been completely acceptable. Just lose your shit and go off the deep end. And you didn't. Like that says a lot. That says a lot about like what you're going to do moving forward. And I'll bet on that all day. Like that's best investment ever. So your ass better keep live streaming, bro.
I figured out I spent 114 days in a row at a hospital, and by worrying about all the kids around me, and I was concerned about them, that really took a lot of the pain off of me.
It does.
I don't know why.
No, it totally does. I know exactly how you feel. Like when you, God, I don't even know how to explain it myself, but no, it's like something happens inside of you that makes you rise to the occasion. Like when I went to Seattle Children's Hospital, when my son was in there, it's like we were afraid he was going to die. But when we went around and saw the other families and the other kids and how scared they were and everything going on, just sitting down and talking to them and be reassuring, even though we didn't know what the hell was going to happen in our court, like it was a game changer. You see other people, like how you impact them, and that instantly reflects back and makes you feel better too, as like a human being. And I think you know how to do that. I think that's like that's a skill that you have like on lock. So, and that's going to do a lot for you down the road. When it comes to live streaming and sharing your story with other people and interacting with other people, because you have the ability to show people that, no matter how bad things get or what your situation is, there's always something else that could be worse. And there's a lot of things that could be better. And I think you give people like me, honestly, the thing, and I feel kind of selfish for even saying this, but seeing your situation, the first thing I said is like, I even messaged you about it. I said, dude, I feel bad bitching about anything. Cause like I wake up in the morning, my back hurts, but I can get out of bed. I can get in the shower. I can go get food out of the refrigerator. I have a house over my head. I have a car outside. It's like, I feel like I'm a damn millionaire compared to what you just went through. And when I see that, it's like, I'm like, what the hell am I bitching about? Like Gimpy's over there, like still doing his thing, still talking online, still interacting with people and everything. And he's like in a chair that he got driven to a freaking Comfort Inn.
By the way,
the worst of the hotels.
By the way, Gimpy is now, you're over 600 followers on Twitch. You're at 628. So
awesome, dude. Do we have anybody in here not following Gimpy? Like, go follow him right now.
Shocked. So, like, Gimpy, do you? And and again, I'm giving people. I'm about ready to close the giveaway to do the drawing. So, bang ticket to enter. This is your last warning, for that particular giveaway, the big Prusa Mini Plus. Do you have any plans on doing just chatting streams, or are you just pretty much thinking about just going full gaming?
No. I've always been like, I want to distract with the games, and then talk with people, and let people know what's out there, what they can do if they push themselves. I don't like to make it a message. I just like to be an example, kind of, but drop humor and stuff, and just make that. You don't know how many people have written to me and said like really changed their life as a teacher, and that, well, I just been bawling all weekend because of that. So I don't know. I know there's something called like selfish. I don't know what it is. Somehow they turned it into by being generous, you're somehow being selfish because you actually are getting endorphins and all that.
Right.
I don't know. But,
Well,
I said this on Twitter once because I get this all the time where people are like, oh, he just if you really wanted to donate to somebody, you wouldn't brag about it or you wouldn't show what you gave to somebody. And it's like, but the thing is, if that's what inspires them to do
people.
it,
yeah,
if that's what makes them feel good,
Yeah.
and by them helping another person, it makes them feel good to tell people that they made another person. Those people that make videos on the internet, not the ones that are fake, but I'm talking about the ones where it's like they literally just give somebody $100 so they have a video footage. If that leads to them doing something good, I'm all for it.
So
I'm all for it.
I agree.
The only thing I want to make sure everyone knows about, since we have this group of people and we're all interested in helping others, Loyal Moses, and I think either Loyal's got the link from Shop BMR or Liz does. I'm looking at my invisible watch like the link was on it. Could we drop that link to Loyal Moses's what he's doing with 3D printed toys, the farm toys, over this holiday season? For Christmas presents for kids and families. Thank you, Sir Will 3D and Attila. Just want to make sure I get that link in front of everybody now, because this is another way of kind of, we've done an amazing job here helping tonight, and there's a lot more, not work, right, but attention that needs to be paid for other good efforts, other good endeavors, and Loyal has definitely been. Loyal is a rare breed. Loyal is probably one of the more supportive people that I've encountered on Twitch, and he wasn't even streaming when he was supportive. So, Loyal, hang on. Whoa. Okay, so you're gonna love this, everyone. Loyal, what was I just saying? That he was a really nice guy? Loyal says if we get to 21,000 tonight, he'll add another Prusa Mini. So direct from Loyal. So, and which he gave one away the other day. So that it's.
You must buy these by the case.
I don't know, but we're at 20,555. So that would be less than $500 in donations. Papa Bear AZ has donated 50. But at 25.55 and another Prusa Mini. That is
and that's like, you can take that to the bank. If he says he's giving it away, he'll give it away.
Yeah, no, if I didn't know this guy, I'd be like, but Loyal, he just for holidays, like the big holidays, at least the big ones in America, right? Like Easter, and I guess you did a giveaway with Easter. Halloween just happened where you could I've been trying my best. Even though I'm not like a 3D printer person like Loyal, and he's got a business based on it, or like as passionate as Joel is or Jerry is with 3D printing, the type of 3D printing I've done, I feel, is just kind of messing around. And so I like being able to show people, hey, here's something that you might be able to do. So he sent out these gift bags that had like a 3D printed Halloween stencil in them, so kids could get these Halloween and potentially go down the path of 3D printing themselves. Like, what is this? How did this? What's going on with that? So it's kind of sharing that inspiration. And he's doing the pretty much the exact same thing, only I think bigger and better, with his idea of a farm themed toy play set that he's crowdsourced to designers in the 3D printing community like Builders Mark and Fix'em Dude, and I can't even name them all. Those are just off the top of my head. It is it's good. It's going to be awesome. Like basically the bottom line is it's going to be awesome. So that's like the big holiday thing that's happening, at least that I know of in the greater community that I've been connected to. So anyway, I just want to make sure everyone knew that Loyal was doing that. There's Mark H has Loyal's 3D gifts linked off there in chat, as well as the link to the campaign, if you'd call it that he's running for getting these 3D printed toys in the farm theme out to families around the world.
Rural communities, or By using the farm stuff, or how's that working?
Well, no. Like the people design like a farm playset, like piggies and a barn and a house. So they're gonna print them. Loyal and or hang on. I thought I heard Jedi crying.
Oh.
Oh, she's crying. I think she hurt herself. I think Diana's got her.
That's what happens when you let your kids play with lightsabers.
You know your kids' cries, right? Like, like, okay, that's an I'm messing around cry, or that's an I'm in pain cry. She probably stubbed her toe.
Give me the silent cry too. Give me that.
The what?
I mean, you're like, oh god, the silent cry. You know when
Yeah,
it's hard. So
yeah. She doesn't. I don't know. Jedi's got my drama. She does not have a silent cry. I do not have a silent cry. So anyway, while we have everybody's attention, I want to make sure Loyal gets a bit of that attention because he's doing good stuff.
For the want to marry Loyal. We get it. We're working on the paperwork. We'll get you there.
So wait, hang on. Gimpy G, did that answer your question? I'm not sure I heard it clearly.
No, I was wondering if he was reaching for a specific community, because I've been to the rural homes and they get tractors and, you know, various farm implements for Christmas. I never got a call.
But you never got a toy.
I think he was going for it. Well, no, oh God, that was the whole thing. Parents couldn't find good toys for me or something I could play with.
Well, I know he's got a webpage explaining how it's going to work, because I think it's for any family anywhere in the world. But you know, maybe he'd be interested in following up to you on Twitter or whatever to find out more about your hyper local community.
I hope so.
But
I'd really love to talk to him. So drop in.
Trust me. When you're, I mean, he's there, he's present. You're there. I'm sure the connection's been made. Either you're following each other on Twitter, or you will be soon.
He responds to everybody.
He'll be in. I guarantee when you're up on Twitch again, he'll pop in. Trust me. Loyal is like, Loyal knows just everybody seemingly. Loyal is the networker. He is the bumblebee, the cross-pollinating communities and everything. It's amazing. Loyal's an amazing supporter of creators. So we've got $400. Sorry, $400. $400 more to go. To get. So this is okay. We made it to 20. Loyal's saying his challenge is if we get to 21 out of 50,000. Jedi keeps crying too. So I'm gonna so 20. When I come back, I hope we're at 21. Jerry, can you carry this? Can you carry this with Gimpy?
I got it.
I'll be back in a sec.
I got it. So Gimpy, since Chris is away, now we can like destroy his stream. So I had a really good idea, Gimpy. I want to run this by you.
Yeah.
So you said you had a hard time like with toys as a kid, being a quadriplegic person, right? So what about quadriplegic animals for quadriplegic kids? Would that be a good idea? Like, so
do we have to snap the necks of like puppies?
No, not that you don't want to see. You don't want to. Well, I guess you do have to kind of snap their neck. I was thinking just each individual leg, but it would be faster to just do the neck. But I'm thinking like you do that, and then you have the cat can't go anywhere, right? So you're not worried about it running away from you or anything. It's just sitting there on your chest. And then your caretaker already knows how to take care of somebody who is a quadriplegic. So the cat is just, you know, that obviously they're going to know how to take care of it. I think this is $1 million idea. I think we should go into business, bro. I think Gimpy G, we're gonna go into we're gonna call it I don't know, quads with cats or quad cats for I don't give me a name. Quad critters. Oh my god, dude, you're a genius. See, this is why you're gonna go far, Gimpy.
Guys,
this is an investment. Okay, Chris is back. We got.
So it was a painful cry. So Jedi started crying, and Diana didn't know what was going on, and she rubbed her eyes. Her eyes started stinging. She must have touched a hot pepper, something spicy, and doubled down, because the more it stung, the more she rubbed, and the more she rubbed, the more it rubbed in, and the more she'd cry. So I'm like, I was like, oh, I laughed. And then she screamed loud, because I was like, oh, that must hurt. Terrible. But I calmed her down. I said, okay, Jedi, okay, you'll be okay. Just wash your hands. Get it. She was in the middle of washing. Wash your hands, and then cold water will feel so much better. You just gotta. When kids get that way, Jerry, you know this. When kids, and Loyal, you probably do too. When kids are like, the last thing you want to do is be intense. You just gotta like, all right, you'll be fine. Like, just do this, do that, you'll be okay. It's all good. Just this is what you got to
They don't
do.
want to do the things that help them either. You're like, here, let me just pour milk into your eyes. No, no.
I know. Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Hey, can you guys please clip that segment of when Chris was away? Because I feel like he needs to watch that later.
Jerry, what did you do? Did you ruin my... By the way, we're stuck. We haven't moved. I haven't seen the needle move past 565, so I'm not sure if we're giving away that second Prusa Mini.
So, well, you know what we should do? How about
Margaret,
do this.
Margaret just gave another 50. Thank you.
So, Chris, I think what we should do now, because we've already hit that 20,000 goals.
Let's give the first one.
Let's give the one away.
Okay.
And then we'll bait the second one to the new goal.
All right, here we go.
Let's do that. So, because I feel like everybody in here's entered, let's give away
Here's the
one
first
of these bad boys.
Here's the first one going to Tulum. Tulum. I know Tulum. Tulum is a follower, and I believe active in the 3D printer community. Tulum.
Hi.
Tulum.
Oh, wait, 3D printer actually went to somebody who 3D prints?
Yeah, I think so. If not a 3D printer, someone who's in the community. Hey, Tulum is there. Message this one. Just message Pezliz. That's the one we're doing now. Tulum. Tulum, do you 3D print or are you just involved in the community? Thank you for the Prime subscription judiciously.
Tulum just won a printer.
Yep, I print. Very, very, very nice. One of these days, the one that yeah, it is. The one we gave away the other night from Loyal went to someone in Texas, I think. Audra, and she doesn't never done 3D printing at all, and so that's kind of, I love that Loyal's giving away the minis because they're great starter printers, and more people can get started just with that. Gets them going. A lot of
people need the build volume. Like the build volume is something you kind of grow into when you get like really hardcore 3D printing and you get better at it and you start doing like deep calibrations, get 5 kilogram spools of filament. But most people print small stuff.
Yeah, I like me. Like I'm just a trinket printer. Like I don't do anything crazy big. I know I'm the only one.
Great. You guys want to hear a secret about 3D printing that nobody ever seems to figure out when they go shopping for a 3D printer? You don't need a big 3D printer because every single 3D model can be sliced into small segments and glued together. So you could take the smallest 3D printer on earth and print a freaking car. It's just going to be more parts. But once it's all glued together and sanded and everything, it's same thing, dude.
You know, I don't even do any finishing. I just print and then I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Like, because it won't fit on Jedi's wrist, and I just wanted to try it. You know, in the red, I thought it'd be a nice bold red, but I'll figure something out.
PLA?
It's got a Jedi symbol on it. Here's what's that with about Baby Yoda?
Will that fit on Baby Yoda?
It's possible. Yeah. I maybe a little big. This is what I do with all my excess filament. I melt it into these molds, like Star Wars molds.
No way. Loyal Moses bought quadcritters.com.
What? Hang on. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss?
So when you left, okay, fine, I'll tell you. So when you left, I pitched he said, okay, so Gimpy said that his parents had a hard time finding toys for him as a child. So I said, why don't we create a business that has quadriplegic cats and dogs for quadriplegic kids? That way they can't run away. You just put them on your chest and you hang out, and it's like, and you know what they're going through, so you can share the experience. And so he came up with the name Quad Critters, and I was like, that's perfect.
Oh my God. Y'all just making up businesses left and right.
Really?
So we have... sorry.
I can't believe Loyal got that domain name, though. That cracked me up.
Not to interrupt, but someone... Jedi's still screaming her head off. Adalbert Kelly just donated 100, and we're at $28.45, which means less than $200, and there's another Prusa Mini Plus on the block for those who have entered the giveaway. I had to close the giveaway, so those who are in, you're locked and loaded. All we have to do is hit that number. This is one hell of a stretch goal from Loyal Moses. Loyal Moses is basically matching the 3D printer. He is matching the 3D printer.
This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing.
Jerry, I'm serious. I was not expecting this kind of response. Never I
honestly thought it was gonna be like $500 or $1,000. Like I thought we were gonna give away more stuff than we actually made, which happens a lot with stuff like this.
This was I would consider it a very successful ability to raise awareness and what's needed in terms of helping Gimpy get back to where he's going.
Yeah. Help the Gimp be slightly less gimpy. That's our slogan. So let's do it. Gimp, we're gonna get you a better van with a better lift thing. It's gonna have hydraulics and lights under it, like for SEMA. Dude, it's gonna be awesome. That's what we need.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know. It's like we're hovering, but it's there. So
I think we will.
we may have run its course.
Well, let's see. Let me try a refresh here. Let's see. What are we at? 20,845.
Yeah.
And the last person was
thank you, Dark Toy Lord.
Albert Kelly. Whoa, donate $100. Holy cow.
Zach keeps telling I am refreshing.
Yeah, Gimpy is the GOAT. The greatest of all time.
That's the most recent one. And Corey Lundy had also donated. Top donation tonight was
look at this face. I know it's got like a graphic, but just look at that face. Isn't it like Sally Struthers? Come on, let's get some money so that Gimpy can live in a house again and have like a proper vehicle to drive him around. He's asking too much. I don't think so.
We can do these.
Except for unlike Sally Struthers, I will keep all the money.
Hang on. I hit refresh again. It's at 21,100.
Boom, we did it.
We did it. Second Prusa. Two Prusa Mini pluses, one from Prusa, matched by Loyal Moses, one of the most amazing supporters of creators that seriously I've ever met in my 20 years on this planet as a creator.
I mean, I'm a little better, but not by much. I mean, like, close second place.
Hang on just a second. Everyone, Jedi, come here. Can you want to tell everybody what happened?
What happened,
It's worse than we thought. What do you mean it's worse than we thought? Come over here. Tell him over here.
Oh, that's never good when Mama says that.
But first, let me start off with saying, well, before this all happened, she asked me if we could play with sand.
You wanted to play with sand.
I told her it was a little bit too late for that. And then, do you remember that cayenne pepper you bagged up in a baggie?
No, I don't remember the cayenne pepper I bagged up.
You put all the cayenne peppers that I had.
This is going places.
It is.
Yeah,
And then I thought it was sand, so I played with it and rubbed my eyes. And then
You mean ground up cayenne pepper? Oh my God! Are you kidding, Diana?
3 times as hot.
How do you put cayenne pepper baggies anywhere near?
A Jedi. That's right.
This is officially worse than the cinnamon challenge.
Oh my God, Jedi! How did you survive? Oh my God! Oh my! Yeah, it feels better. I told you it would feel better. Oh my God, Diana! So wait, Jedi, did you grab the bag from the cabinet?
I thought it was sand.
No, we don't put toys in the spice cabinet.
It's because I was getting ready to mix the
Well, at least it wasn't Chris's bag with the white powder in it. That would have been bad.
Oh my God!
Totally.
And she goes, can I put
Right on.
Right? Like, where did she even go? It'd be like teleporting through walls and stuff.
Oh my God! Oh
She played
jeez!
with cayenne sand.
This is gonna be your favorite video. Oh my God! Oh my God! She's never gonna play with sand again. I think she's gonna be triggered. No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you can't. Okay, now she's crying for a different reason. That's.
All right, hey, Loyal, go. We need to register CayenneChallenge.com.
Oh my God! Don't do this.
Cayenne sand.
That would. I draw the line at Lego brick walking. The spice must flow. Papa Bear AZ just got the comment of the night.
I want to see Chris. He has to snort cayenne pepper.
No.
When he,
Oh my God.
two in a row.
No. The worst I did is the candy corn. All right, let's do this. Let's give away.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. It's been an amazing night, folks. And we also have the after that we got the other giveaway. I'll open another giveaway for the Canadian candy. Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Patrick W3D, who just
Hold on.
Patrick W3D, who I think just got started with 3D printing, not with the mini. He's streaming on. No, it's not rigged, Buana. Buana, the man I pulled into 3D printing. Jerry, I've pulled people into 3D printing. Buana's one of them.
I believe it, man. It only took me like 8 years to pull you into it because you're too lazy. And you're like an HP or a Canon. I'm not gonna use it. Luckily, Prusa came along and built a printer you could use.
It works. So Patrick W3D, just contact. I think Sir Will 3D is how Loyal has managed his giveaways. You got it. Congratulations.
That is awesome,
No,
man.
that's like fantastic. Giveaway is now complete. I'm going to open up the Canadian candy giveaway.
Yep, it's time for some candy now. What's that again?
I'm thinking Canadian candy is a stripper, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm almost positive.
That's what I remembered
I've
as.
heard that name before.
All right.
Yeah, wait, are we giving away food candy or Canadian stripper candy? I
Bang
forget.
ticket. Bang ticket to enter. Bang ticket for some Canadian candy. This is going to be a quick one. Is this allowed? What is what allowed? This much fun? No.
Giving away candy. Don't worry, it's the food candy. I just want to clarify
It
that
is
for
the
any.
food candy, yes. I would imagine it's what other kind of candy would there be? What am I missing? Is it
Gimpy, what kind of candy did you think it was?
Canadian stripper.
Oh, Canadian sugar.
Candy. Yeah.
It might be. There is some good Canadian sugar, let me tell you. I've had good Canadian sugar before. It's delicious.
Oh, hey, Falzon says, does the Canadian candy giveaway include cayenne pepper powder?
Oh my god.
Too soon. Too soon.
It is.
My God, I cannot believe
Dude,
Jedi did.
That was
Oh my God.
comedy of that's like a sitcom comedy of errors, kind of like Jedi wants to play with sand. Simultaneously, Diana has the spice cabinet open. She sees, because we keep the the loose sand, the color sand that all the kids have. We keep them in baggies, so you wouldn't know the difference between that or something else, and they feel the same. So why would you, as a kid, why would you not? Oh my God. Wow.
I feel like she had to do that.
Oh, that's, whew.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Wow.
that's kids, man. That's what
It
kids
is.
do.
That's what kids do.
They're in trouble. They'll find it.
You guys, I hate to say it, like tomorrow's stream, because I do this every night on Twitch for the new followers and the people who are tuning in right now. I stream live every night on Twitch. Sometimes we do giveaways. I'm usually 3D printing, hanging out, geeking out, doing one thing or another. So you're more than welcome to join us again. I don't know if it's going to be as much fun as it's been tonight. And thank you, Joe Walk. I appreciate I appreciate more. I mean, thank you for the bits and the cheers and the subs and the follows tonight. But what I really appreciate at a very deep level is moving the needle really far with Gimpy's campaign. That's a big thing.
This was time well spent.
This is what she thought.
Well spent.
Wait, hang on. What? This is real sand or this is cayenne?
No, they're both.
Oh, they're both cayenne pepper.
One is
Why do
like
we need to
snow.
show them, hun? They don't need a
Open
visual.
the bag and bury your face into it.
Kind of does look like sand.
No, I know. They know it looks like sand. They know.
$1.99 to Gimpy G's GoFundMe if you bury your face in that bag right now.
No.
Tahini.
I
$2.
know. I'm just gonna let Jedi take the cayenne pepper challenge tonight. Hey, free for all. Hang on, Jerry, hang on. So in the middle, we're doing free for all show. We're doing a charity stream. Free for all show is someone you should follow. He's a really fun streamer. We rated him a few weeks ago. He does like a game show kind of thing. Like it's really fun,
cool.
really entertaining, super high production value. Free for all show. So shout out to Free for all show there.
He's actually in chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in chat. That's why I was saying that's why.
Well, let me find him and follow
Yeah,
him.
he's
Maybe we'll get him
really
one of
cool.
these
So
days.
Free for all show, we're doing a charity stream tonight to raise funds for Gimpy. Hang on just a second, honey. I got to talk through this. Gimpy G Free for all show was streaming on Twitch the other day. His 6th stream on Twitch. His house caught fire literally in the middle of the stream. So he set up a GoFundMe. We've pushed. This community has pushed. I would say the group of people has pushed over $7,000 to the campaign tonight alone in the past few hours.
Yeah, it's like PewDiePie makes a minute.
Yeah. So this is it was a big. I'm just saying the streams I normally do are going to suck by comparison.
Maybe.
Well, if you guys think Chris's stream sucks, you can come over and hang out with me on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch TV/Barnacles. I'm just saying.
Shout out to
I'm just saying.
Barnacles.
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, did you see how I slipped? Did you see how I slid right in there? Like you didn't even see it coming? Although I will tell you, it is 18 plus though, so just FYI.
Oh, by the way, $8,100. 8,000. We've raised I mean, again, this is a guesstimate, but I believe that in the past 3 hours, this group of people, this community, this greater community of streamers and viewers and people who interact and geeks and nerds and non-geeks and non-nerds, $8,100, $8,000.
$100 an hour.
Hey, just to put that into perspective, that is exactly one PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that's about right, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, I think that just definitely pat yourselves on the back, everyone. This was outstanding. And again,
but my arms are too fat and I can't reach, but I'll try.
I mentioned that it doesn't begin and end. Like, you know, we'll certainly revisit this. I'm not sure if we'll do another charity stream. I will be contacting, or at least I may not, but I will be contacting other streamers who do things like this to get this particular campaign on their radar as well, and follow up with a few other things that I can't talk about because I can't really say anything until I've got confirmation one way or another. But
don't want to disappoint me.
No, definitely not.
Well, you know what? I think like everything could fall apart at this point. We'd still call this it was successful. Path, so I'm very happy right now.
Tech Titan 3D is getting the Canadian candy. Tech Titan 3D.
That's rigged, dude.
It is. How's that rigged?
Like your brother-in-law or something?
I don't even know. No, not that I know of. I mean, it could have been weird, but it could happen.
Hey, on the internet, every giveaway ever that's been done is rigged, according to the internet.
Yeah, so. Pretty much. Pretty much.
True.
So Tech Titan 3D
is actually Gimpy is actually a 3D generated live AI hologram that we use our NVIDIA graphics card to make. Yeah.
You mean Intel graphics? Sorry, I had to say it. Yeah, I had to say it.
I saved off on the side there. You see, it's like we couldn't even render the full image because it was an AMD processor. I'm just kidding.
And by the way, thank you, Brian Vines. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. I know there's a lot that happened. We had a lot of fun, a lot of energy, and I know it's late for a lot of people who stayed up late. Oh, okay, hang on. Now, Free for All Show is rating. So let's welcome the Free for All Show community, the ones I gave a shout out to. It's an amazing channel to follow.
Seriously, you had to rate us right now?
That's okay. It's okay. Let me just go ahead and explain. First of all, my name is Chris Perillo, the Free for All Show host, and I haven't met him in person or directly, apart from the raid that we did a few weeks ago. He used to watch me on a television network that no longer exists 2 decades ago. Free for All Show is fun. It's like what an amazing Twitch channel can be: fun and interactive and lively and game showy. At least it was when we raided. I usually geek out about one thing or another, but I also like helping fellow creators and streamers. And tonight, we did a charity stream for Gimpygod, aka Gimpy G. And Gimpy G, it was on his 6th stream. He's joined by way of audio right now, but he was on his 6th stream on Twitch, his 6th one ever. His house caught fire in the middle of his stream, and so he's lost everything. Gimpy G has been a paraplegic since birth. Not to talk about you in the when you're sitting here. Quadriplegic. Sorry.
He's a birther quad.
My bad. It's been a long night. I will say that. But this community has raised over $8,000 for his GoFundMe campaign. $8,000. We gave away some 3D printer filament, a couple of 3D printers, some Canadian candy. So either way, this was an exciting stream, and we really showed how community can support community, and I think this was a rare kind of broadcast. I think it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah, it's like I feel like my chances are improved at least 1% of not going to hell. So
pretty much. Doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's worth it. That's totally worth it to hedge my bets.
I mean, you're still in the hole, but yeah.
But let's be realistic. It's gonna be a slow burn, but I'll get out there. I'll get at it. I love you guys. Gimpy, as you guys can tell when Chris stepped away there, has a dark sense of humor. And that's another thing I love about him is like there is nothing cringy about, well, actually it's all cringe, but in a good way, watching the Gimpy do his thing. Live stream, he's got a good sense of humor, and that's what I love about it, is because a lot of people wouldn't, and that makes it like fun to hang out with him. It really does, Gimpy. It genuinely does. And plus, you sound just like Donovan, exactly like Crip Daddy. So we're still going to capitalize on that, dude. We're going to use your voice to redo his videos and start posting them and get people to believe stuff.
Hang on, free for all show is good for 265. So add another 265 for that GoFundMe on top of what has been raised, and we'd be tilting pretty close to 8,500 raised in these past 3 hours for your campaign, Gimpy.
I feel like that saying "those who can't teach" or whatever is like those who can do, those who can't teach. It's like I haven't had to donate yet, Gimpy, and we've already raised $8,000 for you. It's like those who can't donate like raise funds. There you go, dude. It's like I found my calling. Every
person counts. Thank you, Big Jano.
Although you can put me down for $50. I'm not doing the greatest right now, but I'll put you down. I'll give you $50, Gimpy. I can do that. But you're gonna have to send me some pics, man, and you're not gonna like
it.
You're
gonna we just went there.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
Have Jerry on your stream, they said.
It's okay. It'll be some innocent feet pics. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Indeed, we're now at 21. Sorry, I keep saying we, but it's not really we. And
it's a group effort, man.
Well, it is we. I feel we're able to get you further along. You're almost at the halfway point, buddy. You're at 21,435 on GoFundMe. You're almost halfway within a couple of days, dude.
That's just wow. So, I'm so pleased with how this turned out.
I'm going to
Sean Tempesta. You're awesome.
And I'm gonna, like I said, my promise is I'm gonna continue to reach out to a few people, including fellow creators, in terms of potentially spreading the word. Other streamers, right? People who are into to supporting fellow streamers, and see if we can get a few more of these types of videos spun up from other creators who are interested in helping other creators. That is true, N Browser. It is a we thing. It is a team effort. This is definitely not just me. Definitely not just Jerry. It's everybody. Everybody contributed to tonight's effort. I just didn't want to take credit where credit was due. This is about Gimpy's story and his journey, and it's his campaign that we are able to help.
It's about helping a friend for me. That's what this comes down to for me. So Gimpy, keep being funny, because if you're ever not funny, I'm going to ban you.
Yeah, it's true. He'll do that. He will do that.
It hasn't happened yet.
He'll do that.
I just can't find. What's that, Chris?
No, I'm sorry. I needed to close the giveaway, and I did, because it was still open, but it was closed.
Right. So we gave everything away. We gave away. Wait, how many gift cards did we give away?
4 gift cards.
4 gift cards.
4.
We gave away 2 3D printers and a partridge and a box of candy that doesn't have cayenne pepper in it.
Theoretically, it doesn't have cayenne. I don't know. It's Canadian.
We have properly done a good thing tonight, boys.
I think so, y'all.
So Gimpy, don't spend it all on hookers and blow, though. Okay, you promise me. Promise me right now.
It's hard to.
Gimpy. Oh my God. I'm so glad David made me aware of you. Oh my God, this is great.
Yeah, but we really couldn't hear him.
Oh, you couldn't hear him?
No, it's sometimes he goes in and out.
Say it again. He said, just say it, Gimpy.
I said define all. Like, is that 90%? Am I okay still?
Because I told him he couldn't spend 100%.
Oh my God. Oh, y'all.
Listen, I got needs.
Y'all.
Hey, making Chris uncomfortable on his own stream is like what I live for.
You do it very well.
Right there.
You do it very, very well.
I try. I put almost a little bit of effort into it every time, Chris.
So, in terms of wrapping up, who do we want to raid?
Oh yeah, we got to raid somebody.
Yo, I love raiding. Raiding's like my favorite thing to do on Twitch.
Yeah, I do it at the end of every stream. I think it's important to share the audience and give them something else to watch.
Who do you know that I don't know that's an awesome... I like raiding people who just chat. I like people who chat and interact. I don't... Sometimes I raid people who are gaming, but only if they're like really truly interactive. Because sometimes we'll raid a gamer and then they don't interact. I'm like, well, it doesn't really work for me. Because I want to take.
Right now,
I want to.
let me see
Yeah.
who I got.
Who do you got? Because I have a few people I see that would be kind of fun to pass people on to.
So let me
that we
see who
haven't
I
done
got.
in a while.
Oh, I got Chris Perillo in my list here.
Oh,
Of people that are
he's a
right
nerd.
now.
You don't want Chris. Nobody likes Chris. It
So
was
we
a
got.
show.
Let's see.
That's
God,
like-
everybody's playing games right now. That's the thing.
problem. I know everyone plays.
Yeah, I don't know. The only person I see who's doing a talk stream right now is like definitely 18 plus. So I
Oh.
doubt you'd probably want to raid that. Let's see here. Do I? No, they're all
Thank
they're all
you,
playing
Harold.
games.
I
I mean,
so we haven't done. I mean, there are a few people that we haven't done in a while. Panfred Nudo, who's a brick builder. Yoko, she's probably crafting tonight. She's building the Lego gingerbread house. These are people that have generally been interactive and supportive. There's also Sharp Balloons, and she does
That's a cool
balloon
name.
sculpting. Oh, she's amazing. She's like super positive. We've rated her. It's been a while, but we've rated her a few times in the past, and it's been a while since the last raid. Here, I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make a poll.
I'm watching right now. My vote is Sharp Balloons because
Okay.
this looks awesome.
So Sharp Balloons, Yoko, or Fred. So I'm gonna. There's a poll.
You want to throw one of mine in there just to
Oh
balance it
crap!
out?
Sorry. What was yours?
It's already fine.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Air Bubbles cosplay. She's just an awesome person.
Air Bubbles cosplay.
Here, I'll put it in chat
Yeah.
right there. Air Bubbles cosplay. She's a good friend of mine. Another
okay.
local Yoko here in Washington cosplayer.
You know, I'm fine with that because we haven't. And she's doing like magic stuff.
Yeah, she's playing Magic right now.
Okay, cool.
But she's interactive. She pays attention to her chat and stuff, so it's awesome.
Okay, cool. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, she's a really fun person. She's been around the cosplay scene for a long time. She actually has been in, I think, most of my PAX videos that I did back when I went to Penny Arcade Expo and Emerald City Comic Con and did my vlogs. She's always doing. She makes a lot of stuff too. It even makes like Arduino projects and programs with LEDs and stuff. She does all kinds of crazy stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a trip. Check her out.
Okay. Interesting.
Curious to see where this poll goes.
Oh, I bet you it's going to go Sharp because Sharp's up 17. It's
Sharp
Sharp
is awesome. I followed immediately.
No,
I like the format.
Sharp's going to get the raid. I'm
Awesome.
calling it now. I think Sharp's getting the
agree
raid.
with
it's like it's her and everybody else. And it's been a while since we've rated her. I don't see her. Here's me. This is just my preference. I like rating people. I like rating new people to kind of like meet new people. It's a great way to say hello. But like, I also try to find people and support the people who come back, right? And like, hey, and then we actually have a chance to develop a relationship because those are the ones that I feel great about also continuing to support. And everyone's got a different thing that they do, and there's no wrong raid, but those are usually my preferences.
Yeah, I mostly raid people that I already follow, but I'm constantly following new people, so they show up on the list.
Yeah.
So, and the reason I do that is because I've had people before go, "Oh, raid this person," and then I raid them, and it's like the stuff they're saying and doing. I'm like, "Oh my god, why did I do that?"
Yeah, why did I do that? Yeah, sometimes that happens, but I always appreciate.
We'll do it on purpose. I'm just like, okay.
I like the just chatters. I like the just hanging out. I like the crafters. You know, the cosplayers, Lego, tech. You know, those kinds of things. 3D printers. Especially when they're just getting started. I love meeting creators when they're just getting started on their journey because if you can give them that much more of a boost, like it's amazing because then you're a part of their story, like indelibly intertwined with their story.
Yeah, well, I doubt you know this, but the whole reason I met David Hewlett, the whole reason I met him is because I raided his son.
Yeah.
You know, it was his son. People were like, go raid this kid. I went and watched his stream for like 5 seconds. I was like, oh, this kid seems like really genuine. And so I raided him and he flipped out, started crying, and his dad heard him crying. His dad came in the room and I'm like, oh my God, is that Rodney McKay from Stargate? And then sure enough, it was. I was like, no.
That's awesome.
How that happened. Yeah, small world, right?
So we're going to stage the raid. Any last words, gentlemen?
I guess here, you know what? I'm gonna let Gimpy wrap it up. I'm not gonna say anything. You take it, man, and end us out.
Chris reached out to me, Barnacle, like my homie, and thank you, Chris. This is excellent. And to all the people in your chat, a streamer's chat is actually a reflection of that screenplay. And these are really good people. So it tells me about you, Chris, and I really appreciate it.
Well,
oh wait, yeah, shout out my my YouTube is Gimpygod Gaming. I think I might change that, but
it's up to you.
It's Gimpygod Gaming for now, so let's roll with it.
And by the way, when we raid Sharp Balloons, I want to tell her, by the way, if you're a subscriber in this channel, we use a Perillo Raider emote. We do a Tuscan raid. So, right? So Star Wars Tuscan raid. So get those Perillo Raider emotes ready. When we get to Sharp Balloons, I want to let her know that we're doing a charity stream for this particular, we can't spam the link, I don't think, but said we're wrapping up a charity stream. We just raised $8,000 for Gimpy G. Maybe she'll pick it up. Maybe she'll keep that ball rolling. Like, hey, we just raised money from this charity stream. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, you know, hey, we're doing this. Maybe she'll pick it up, and maybe her community can meet you as well vicariously. $8,400. Sorry, we just raised $8,400. Well, or close to it. You know, that's an approximation, because it's not an exact science in terms of how we measured. But here we go. I end every stream by saying, I love you, I appreciate you, and at this point I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Thanks again, everybody, for your support. I'll be back again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific. Here we go. Going to Tuscan raid Sharp Balloons in 3, 2, 1. And that is a raid, gentlemen. Sharp Balloons has been raided. And give me a second.
Raid. I gotta type in her chat here. Raid.
There we go. She's gonna get a big boost here.
We raise money for Gimpy G.
Yeah, now she's happy. There we go.